Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Great day to be alive on this Tuesday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Alongside me is Kyle Wallace, our Wisconsin Packer backer, dressed by his lovely girlfriend today.
She did. I was running a little tired today, and I hopped in the shower and said, "Baby, pick out what you want." And so I put on what she asked.
And didn't modify anything?
The pants.
Okay.
She gave me options. She wanted gray pants, because but I went with the maroon pants.
What is that?
I actually know the answer to this, but I don't feel comfortable stating it.
Maroon pants. You want a maroon pants? I wanted maroon pants because they go together better.
I don't want to know about the gray anymore. Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. No gray pants for you today, Brad?
No, I dressed myself. Usual for Brad Nortman. How often does baby girl get the clearance to dress you, Kyle?
Not too often.
Yeah, she's got to have.
We're going down a road where I don't want to go down.
No, maybe
Kyle
a couple times a
getting
month.
Dressed.
No,
Couple times a month.
Yeah, I let her do it. And a lot of times I do veto it sometimes.
Gray pants are popular, Ben. That's all there is to it.
And so, yeah. But if I'm running like today, I was running behind. I didn't have time to be searching. So I said, you go ahead and do it.
Good job, baby girl.
Yeah, she did a good job with the sweater.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. This is more. You can see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, and listen on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app. Now, Kyle, you had your lady pick out the clothes for you because you were a little tired. You got a little sleepy.
I was a little
sleepy.
tired.
You were in Vegas.
Indeed, I was.
For a bachelor party.
Sin City, baby.
And very proud of that, huh?
Yeah, you said that with a little bit of gusto.
I was in the Sin City, so I was sinning.
I
went to the movie Sinners with my parents.
Yeah.
A lot of trends with you right now, bud.
I'm a God-fearing
You went
man.
with $3 cash.
I did.
How many dollars did you return with?
Well, fellas, let me tell you this. I returned with none, but this is why. Your boy lost his wallet the last day. Now,
No way.
I knew where it was. I had a feeling where it was.
It's huge.
It is huge. That's what I'm saying. I literally looked in the photo. I said, I could see my wallet in this photo, so I had it at this moment. I knew I had it in the car. I left it in the back seat, but I wasn't panicked about losing my wallet. I was more concerned about my ID that's about to expire and some of my credit card. I wasn't concerned. It's more the sentimental fact that I want my wallet than I was the money in it, because I only had $3 to come on a trip. And so, I wasn't really concerned about losing no money. So I'm like, it's not the worst thing. So yeah, did I spend $3? I did. It wasn't on women. It wasn't on tipping waitress or anything like that. It wasn't on the street entertainers that we had. It was on the guy on an expensive event that I went to. Not event, but they have the wheel, the Ferris wheel, but the big Ferris wheel there in Vegas. Yeah. And so my friend who was the bachelor, he wanted to go on the Ferris wheel, but he decided he wanted
Wait, what?
to see the city.
The bachelor party wanted to go to the Ferris wheel in Vegas?
You spent your $3 on tipping the Ferris wheel operator?
Well, that because the problem we had is that this is what I learned, fellas. Bachelor parties are overrated, okay? Because I talk a big game, like, man, I ain't spending
A Ferris wheel?
Hear me out.
Carnival ride.
It's a big one. I think one of the biggest in the world,
You could
man.
have given me 98 guesses on what you spent
Never
the
had
$3 on.
Ferris
Well, because
the guy started Strophe. He was in the, I was in the Sin City.
Yeah.
Riding the Ferris wheel, catching the view.
I was, and so we have an option. Do we want to do this Ferris wheel views for $38 and bring your own drink? And I'm like, that's the one. Or he asked the bachelor, do you want to get the $69.99 one where you have all you can drink for 30 minutes? And I said to myself, well, 30
all
minutes?
you can drink in 30 minutes.
I'm 35 years old. How many drinks I'm gonna have in 30 minutes?
Two.
Max. And so I'm sitting there like, I want the $70 one. He a little tipsy. This is his bachelor party. He looked, y'all want to do all you can drink, right? And I thought to myself, I looked him in the eye and I said, I just want to say no, but when you're a bachelor, you can't tell the bachelor no. It's like a bridezilla. You can't tell him no. I want to tell him no 10 times this trip. And so I finally got.
So you cracked?
I had no choice. I cracked early because I had to keep him away from the damn bottle girls at the party because she was.
I told you guys on Friday. I said Kyle spent all this money on the bottle, and then the boys, not Kyle, because you said if some girl came over, you'd be like, "Get your dirty hands out." I was like, "There's gonna be other girls that are coming for the bachelor, and he's gonna get all ooh."
The first day he was all googly eyed looking at her talking about. He was like, well, because we said we want this bottle. And he was like, well, I don't know. Which one should I get? I kind of want the Reposado. She said, oh, the Don Julio Reposado, that's the one you get. That's the one that costs $200 more in the bottle. And then she said, oh, you guys need water. I said, no, we don't. $10 a bottle? No, we don't. She said, it's hot.
Man. We'll drink the pool.
She said, it's hot. I got 6 waters for you. And then they said, well, what do you want to chase with? And he was like, well, what y'all got? She said, well, we have, pineapple, cranberry. He said, lemonade. She said, well, we do have our premium lemonade. I'm like, what's your premium? $50. I said, no, man, we good. We good. Move away.
So you...
I shooed her away. I drew the line in the sand. Not for no $50
Dude, you're a bachelor
punch.
party
ruiner. Is there no group vote? Is it whatever the bachelor wants to do? There should be a group vote.
It was whatever the bachelor wanted to do. That's why I found myself at Treasures thinking I was going to a real good steakhouse to get a little, get a little chicken thighs with some real thighs, and I found out that you get neither. You got neither. The food was gross, and then
Wait. The place that you.
I thought it was among the best steakhouses in the
Kyle
city.
Brust to Nortman with Kyle back from Vegas. All I've heard about for weeks is the steakhouse.
Treasures.
When I say there was no treasure in that damn strip club, I'm telling you this right now. I learned very early. So we went in there, and I learned. This is when I knew we got duped. I walked in there, and they said, "Hey, welcome." And I said, I'm here to go to the restaurant." This is a restaurant. I said, "Yeah." They said, "Oh, okay, yeah." I said, "You go to the restaurant, you get the club free." They said, "Yeah." So we walk in there, not a soul in there. Not a soul.
What time?
This was at about 8:30. 8:30, 8:45. Not a soul inside of that place. I'm like, oh, okay.
Was there 2 distinct locations, a restaurant side and the other side?
The restaurant was ducked. It was to the left, but it's like they want you to go to the gentleman's club. And so we walk in there, and here come the madam, the old woman who's serving us food. Only one bill, so I had to pay for the bill, and they supposed to be sending me my money. Still haven't been sent my money when I paid up front. So yeah, it's gonna be some problems. But yeah, let me tell you.
Did you have fun?
I had a great time.
No, you can complain.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
I had a great time, and I'm glad.
I love my friends.
You started with bachelor parties are overrated.
Bachelor parties are overrated. I'll tell him
But
to his
I had a
face.
great time.
All you do is do what the bachelor wants to do. And now that we're in our 30s, because we're all handsome looking men, so we had time to make decisions in lives. You know what I'm saying? We had to, we didn't have to pick the first one we found. And so now we got money. He know we got a little bit of money,
cool.
And so he was okay with us spending. I had a budget of $250 that I was going to spend at the part.
Well, you're the idiot who thought that was an acceptable budget.
Wait. $250 at one pool party?
And then I'm okay
with that.
I only wanted to spend all together. I'm thinking, okay, like maybe $300, $350 all together.
That's way too low.
Everywhere you want to eat somewhere expensive. But the strip club, the gentleman's club, it got me. It was $44 for some chicken masala. It didn't taste good. Everybody's like, this food is gross. And then we went to the club. We went to the
Kyle,
club.
you went to a
gentleman's club to eat.
And then it was
It's a charade.
And so by that time,
last week.
We literally tried.
It was a charade.
It was the fourth thing down on the website was the steakhouse/restaurant.
it was a charade.
He kept saying, "Oh, well, we're going to this really fancy dinner."
That's what I was told.
And it's called Treasure.
There was no one in there but us. I told the bachelor, I said, we rented it out for you, bro. We rented it out for you. And then we went to the club, and I sat my legs cross-legged so nobody could try to do nothing. I just sat like this with my legs crossed. But back to the $3, though. I didn't lose it at the gentleman's
we still never
club.
got to that.
We went on the little circle thing because he wanted to do all you can drink. Ferris wheel, thank you. He wanted all you can drink. So I said, okay, whatever. Like, everybody was kind of reluctantly said, yeah, but we did all you can drink. And so we get up there, and I feel so bad because, like, somebody gives you a drink, like, you got to give him some type of tip. And so I got 3 drinks, and he got my $3. So the Ferris wheel, he was so funny. He did a good job.
$1 per drink?
$1 per drink, yes.
But how much was each drink?
Oh, no, it was all. I guess like $12 per
I'm
drink.
impressed with 3 drinks in 30 minutes. It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Well,
Let it rip.
well, technically, I left out the Ferris wheel with 2 cups in my hand because I was like, dog, I
I'm
can't.
taking this to go. Do you have a good to go cup?
Hell yeah. I was like, I can't. Listen, I'm not finna chug this. So, yeah. The $3
I am
went to a.
so glad that Kyle did not get invited to my bachelor party.
Literally, of all the places for the $3 to go,
No lie.
Here's the thing, though.
Wait.
the Ferris
I
wheel
would've-
bartender.
I know, right? I would have told you. I swear to you, because you told me and Strofe, you said, we'll see if people cancel and all that. And I was like, okay, it's my birthday weekend. I was like, probably won't go. If I would have said yes to going, I would have canceled on you. I would have canceled on you. There's no way I can survive another bachelor party. 2 in 3 weeks? Hell no. I spent way over the budget.
Man, come on now. So it's not about the love, it's about
You
money.
have rich friends, okay? I got broke friends that try to do a little something. You have friends with money.
Lean into those people.
Yeah,
you
okay,
know?
yeah. Well, I would have been like, Frank, you got me.
I'm with Frank.
I'm with Frank.
Hey, at the bar, you get the tab. It's Kaminsky. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Kyle Kaminsky.
Here's the thing.
Kyle Kaminsky.
That's a strong name, first off. Ben's going to be insufferable during his bachelor party, right?
Oh, he's gonna be the
yeah.
one.
He's
Whatever
you
he
talk
says
about
will go.
Bridezilla. This man's going to be on one that
not
weekend.
really.
No,
You
no.
can't say that now.
You're gonna
But
be,
like,
You can't say that right now. It hasn't happened yet.
no, I can say that right now. You're actually, it's opposite. I can say that right now, but once we get there, we'll see how that changes.
You're gonna want the best food. You don't want people to pay for your stuff too.
No.
it's one of the rare weekends where anything he says go.
I was the first person to send money to the person who booked everything.
Wait.
Yeah, we're not talking about financially, but just like
You pay for your Airbnb?
Yeah, am I not supposed to?
Oh, the groom didn't pay for his room.
Oh, I paid for mine.
Wait, what?
Way back when.
Oh, I might.
Hey, Frank, send me that Venmo back.
No, you're not supposed to pay for the room. It's your bachelor party.
But Ben will have the spotlight on him over that weekend. I know
I'm
you're
honestly
going to
already
embrace
being
it.
less Bridezilla than you thought.
You're going to embrace it, Ben. I know you're gonna love it, and you're going to just yuck it up during that moment.
I'm just excited to get people together. Like that's the thing, is you guys seemed like you were on an adventure all around Vegas. You
We
were doing a
had-
Ferris wheel. You're going to Treasure Island.
It was expensive. It was fun. But it was expensive.
We're at a house. There's a pool, and from my eyes open to leaving the house, I'm going to be in the pool. It's going to be amazing.
Okay, that's nice.
What was the most egregiously priced thing? Like, remember how you got upset over a $5 candy bar in the airport? What would you look at where you're like, I know Vegas is expensive, but that is criminal?
Oh, boy. I mean, I expected the food to be expensive. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like the $10 bottle of water, I didn't. That was the reason why.
Was it just like a plastic?
It was
like,
a regular. It was like
Ice
16
Mountain?
fluid. Honestly,
Regular water.
To be 100% real, I'll show y'all a picture of the bottle girl because we got the picture with her with the sign.
Because of course, that's the reason why he came.
Yeah.
Was the picture with the sign.
Well,
you know? hey.
Yeah, basically.
Look how he flexing.
I'm gonna be honest because she came up to me because she thought I was a sucker, but I'm not. She came up to the wrong one.
You do look like a sucker.
She came up to the wrong one and she said to me, hey, here's the bill. I said, oh, thank you. She said, also, gratuity is included, but that gets dispersed out to everybody. The guy, the people at the check-in desk, the guy that walked you here, me and my friend that helped you. But what I did for you, I brought a calculator and I calculated the bill for you and how much it would be for, a 20% tip just for us. I looked at her. I looked at the calculator. I looked at the bill.
You had a calculator in front of her?
She gave me the calculator with the $196. And I said, okay. And so I scribbled. I took the first receipt and I was scribbling on it. I couldn't read. It wasn't legible because I was scribbling. I was shaking because there was a lot of pressure. And then I took a deep breath. I took a deep breath and I looked at her. I looked around at my friends and I said, yeah, I can't do this. And so I took the first one, I put it in my pocket, and then I put a 0, and I said, you going to have to talk. I didn't tell her. In my head, I said, she going to have to talk to the other people about getting more of that 20%, but I can't give you $196 extra.
She went to the wrong guy.
Wrong one, because I'm telling you this right now, had somebody else sign that and said, yeah, it was an extra $196 on top of what we already tipped, I said, that's a personal decision. She didn't get me.
Now I'm just glad he didn't come because I don't want to be penny pinching with you all weekend.
I don't think I penny pinched, but it was a good time, fellas. Overall, Ben, your bachelor party is going to be overrated. Everybody's going to leave saying, boy,
wow,
I could have saved my money. I could have did this in Milwaukee.
Okay, don't take your own mental money stresses out on this bachelor party and this bachelor.
I'm just being honest. The bachelor party in your mid-30s, there's nothing you can do. You go to a club, you're 35 years old.
I
you
don't have people who are penny pinching like you.
What you going to do at a club? Right?
Are you going to a club?
A bar?
What's a club?
A club has like...
I'm not a booms
like couches.
guy.
I believe there's couches at clubs, not at bars.
There typically, yes, sections.
Wherever we
dance
go,
floor?
they already picked it out. Frank picked it out. I'm just going.
I'm just telling you this right now, though. Like, when you go, because, like, all of us are taken men. You know, only Johnny, the white boy Johnny. He was the only one that him and
The white boy.
The white boy Johnny.
White boy Johnny. Shout out to white boy Johnny, boy. He was a target for everybody. Everybody was
What do
targeting
you mean
him.
by that?
On the streets, they try to make money doing different things, and he was a
yeah,
target.
different things.
Yeah, and he was a target. He went every corner he went to. There was somebody trying to shake his pockets down. I'll just leave it at that.
Poor
Did it work?
Johnny.
We saved Johnny quite a bit. He only lost $50 in this, but overall,
How did he lose $50?
$50.
because somebody spanked him with a paddle and took a photo.
And charged him $50.
$50 for the photo.
Somebody would need to pay me to spank me with a paddle.
Not in Vegas.
Was
Don't go to-
it a hard spank or was it a tap?
Okay. All right, Brad. Take it easy, dude.
I wonder if
Brad.
it was on the streets.
No,
How
no,
bad
no,
could
no,
it be?
Brad.
Was it
Stop
like was it batter up?
No, it was
a little love
it
tap.
was it was a love tap. It was a love tap.
Was it batter up?
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Were you hoping he got spanked hard?
I'm just wondering what $50 gets you on the streets of Vegas.
$50.
Are you getting bruised?
$50 in the picture. But the main thing is this: is when you're in your 30s, for you, and one day I'll get married. This is what I realized is that there's no fun. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to the club.
I'm done with negative Kyle.
What do you mean?
It was fun while it lasted.
You can't talk to anybody. You just say, "Hey, I literally was at the pool party." All I said,
hang with the boys,
some,
man.
Some young fresh graduate was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm doing good. I'm Kyle. What's your name?" I forgot her name. Like, cool. I was like, "Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, you're here for graduation. Congratulations. What are you going to school for?" "Oh, fantastic. That's great. Congratulations. You going to work?"
It's
okay,
like you're
cool.
talking to like a family friend.
What else I'm gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I was like, okay.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's very good. It's very fun here. Yeah.
What was your GPA? What are your interests?
You get job right out of college. Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Oh, by the
Wow.
way, that
Reputable
is
company.
a tough conversation because you have nothing in common.
Have nothing in
No, yeah.
common with
Nothing
just
in
20
common.
with a Gen Z girl grad.
Yeah, exactly. 10 years ago, it's a whole different Kyle. I'm thirsty. At this time, I don't need nothing to drink. I'm highly hydrated. So I'm just like, okay, that is nice. Very good.
Couldn't have another sip.
Very
Full.
good. So, yeah, I am full.
Speaking of sips, Brad, I think you know what the people wanted at the bachelor party, but they can have it anytime they're here.
Well, that's right. And talking to Kyle, I believe that it was brought right along the way. They found a way to bring it to Vegas with them, and that is carbless. I was enjoying a carbless this weekend. The weather was too nice not to cheers to a flawless summer, because that's what carbless is. You guys know this already, but the unbelievable guilt-free experience that is carbless of no carbs, no sugar, no gluten, 100 calories per can. And man, every time I take a sip, I'm reminded how much carbless nails the perfect level of carbonation. Less than to make you have your stomach upset, but it's just enough for it to be an enjoyable, refreshing sip. And with the new flavors this summer, of watermelon, blood orange, grapefruit, and raspberry in the Tropical Bliss variety pack, and the new watermelon 4-pack and mango 4-pack. I got it all this weekend, and I enjoyed every single sip. If you want to elevate your summer, then you gotta accompany it with a carbless. And when you're at the grocery store picking it up, make sure you scan that QR code. You're gonna have the opportunity to be possibly selected for a carbless summer suite giveaway, where you have a full suite complimentary of carbless at a Brewers game this summer. So make sure you scan that QR code and enroll to be able to potentially win that summer giveaway. It's just another way that carbless is proving that less is more with carbless.
Jaire Alexander, resolution on the way? Feels positive to me. We'll tell you more next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again. What a radio pro.
He's so...
Say that again. Nobody said a word.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
No one should face MS alone. The National MS Society is here so that no one has to. There are nearly 1 million people in the United States with MS, with more than 20,000 of those living right here in Wisconsin. The National MS Society makes sure everyone has what they need to take back control from MS. We embrace and are committed to bringing our entire MS community together, representative of all the various dimensions of diversity. The National MS Society is here for every person with MS. We always will be, until we find a cure. To learn more, to donate, or offer your support, head to nationalmssociety.org.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Firewalls right now get 50% off your windows plus no interest and no payments for 12 months and a free entry door with your window purchase. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and Father's Day is Sunday, June 15th. Get Dad something he can really enjoy. Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles. Order at Kringle.com and send Dad his favorite flavor, like their bourbon pecan. That's my favorite. To complete the gift, you can add a bag of gourmet coffee to your order, and you will be Dad's favorite child. Go to Kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH and have it shipped right to Dad. Kringle.com or 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
The Bud Pavilion's free concert series Wednesday Night Live takes over State Fair Park this Wednesday with Rebel Grace. Gates open Wednesday night at 6. Live music starts at 7. Epic bands, unforgettable nights. Enjoy Rebel Grace this Wednesday at the Bud Pavilion.
Nestled along the shores of Lake Michigan, the Knickerbocker Hotel offers a timeless escape in the heart of Milwaukee. Immerse yourself in the rich history of this iconic landmark where charm meets modern luxury. Picture yourself enjoying breathtaking lake views, luxurious rooms, and dining at one of the finest restaurants in the city. Whether you're visiting for a weekend getaway or a special occasion, the Knickerbocker promises an unforgettable experience. Your perfect stay awaits at the Knickerbocker Hotel. For more information and to book your next stay, visit knickerbockerontheLake.com.
This is Kevin Van Rossum, president of 3 Tree Marketing. If your company is struggling to create a buzz or just looking for a new way to stand out, our team is here to help point you in the right direction. We'll assist you in building your brand and prove we truly know what works. Experts at 3 Tree can build a one-of-a-kind gifting experience that can set your brand apart and show how much you value your customers as well as your employees. At 3 Tree Marketing, we chase partners, not orders. Visit 3treemarketing.com to learn more about what we can do for you.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
Per The Athletic, the Packers have offered Jaire Alexander a restructured contract, but there is no resolution just yet. The two-time All-Pro plans to report to Lambeau Field for a mandatory minicamp, even without one.
Oh.
Now, that adds a little twist to this because I think at this point we're all for, I can't speak for the group, but I would be for this 180 that's turned into a 360 that's turned into a 540 of Jaire wanting to come back to be a Green Bay Packer.
It would be huge. It'd be huge for this defense. I mean, you go from a defense that was already top 10 in critical categories last year. You keep Jaire and you add Hobbs. I mean, this team is going to be an improved Cooper. Huge for this team.
And so I guess when I look at this and when I think about Jaire, like he's done a really good job of what was like, you could think back. I mean, I know people have elephant memories when it comes to the Green Bay Packers. He just kind of messed up the coin flip like 2 years ago. He was hurt last year. There was just a report out that was from the Packers training staff and other Packers that said that they were upset with the way that he wouldn't play through injury and this and that.
Yeah, he had a PCL. That's okay.
No, I'm just saying the narrative was very anti-Jaire.
Yeah, they put it out there.
And the fact that he is now likely to show up for mandatory minicamp, even if there's not a deal, is something that I didn't see coming and puts him in a really good position to be like, hey, like, I'm showing up. A lot of people Packer fans are going to remember a lot of the past. But how much truth is it just because the Packers put it out because they wanted to move on from him and didn't like his contract?
Well, a lot of things in life is who's winning the PR battle. In Jaire, if you were to take pulse of it now, Jaire is winning the PR battle. I mean, nothing endures fans to players like guys that just want to go play. And whether it be a stunt, whether it's just he's saying he's going to come back, or if he just truly in his heart wants to be back in Green Bay, wants to be on the practice field, and wants to get this going, he's winning the PR battle, and he is endearing himself to fans, trying to put all the things that you just talked about behind him to say, listen, I want to be a Packer. I want to play. I want to find reconciliation. And now it's on Goody and the Packers to not lowball him like they do so often. So for me, I think it's progressing. It's moving in the right direction. I would love Jaire on this Packer team. I think it would be huge for them. And right now, if it's like a political poll like back in November, he's pretty high in the charts.
Approval rating.
Yeah, approval rating will be up. But for me, when I look at this, releasing Jaire Alexander and the Green Bay Packers doing all this would be completely idiotic. Like all the back and forth. Hearing now that Jaire Alexander looks like he's made it known. He went to the virtual off-season program, so he was virtually there. And it seems like he's making it known that he wants to remain a Green Bay Packer. So with all that being said, for me, I don't know what the Green Bay Packers are doing. Don't lowball this man whatsoever. You got to be realistic about your roster. When you look at your roster, there are as many holes today as what there were 3 months ago. But if you get rid of Jaire Alexander, you still have a gaping hole on your defense in addition to that defensive line that right now we have not seen any consistency from them. So when I look at this situation, if Jaire said he wants to come back and Jaire has accepted the fact that he's going to have to restructure his contract, do not lowball him. Let's stop acting if you can go sign somebody that's going to be as talented as Jaire Alexander. That is just not the case. Nate Hobbs may end up being good. I doubt he'll be as great as Jaire playing at his best. So when I look at this, the Packers have an opportunity to work in faith, restructure the contract, have him earn his money back, and make him get what you wanted from him, which is him to be healthy and him play more games. If he plays more games, then he gets paid more money, and then everybody's happy. So at the end of the day, the Packers need to stop playing. You were planning on spending this money anyways. Now you have an opportunity and an opening to potentially make him earn some of that money back. So stop playing these games, and let's aim to win championships. So it's in the best interest of this football team to bring Jaire Alexander back.
And Jaire will be motivated to not only play well, but be available because, guys, he's only 28 years old. I mean, he still has another potential contract in front of him. Yeah. He wants to put this image of somebody that's not all in on the team, that's a distraction, or unreliable when it comes to availability.
I think that latter portion is the most important part right now. I mean, if he's going to try and get a contract, I mean, he hasn't played over 50% of the snaps the last 3 years.
And he wants to put that behind him. So he will be motivated to play well, but like you said, more importantly, to be able to be available, because maybe he earns another deal with the Packers. Maybe he plays this year. Maybe the Packers still let him go next year, and he's able to sign a bigger deal. He will be motivated to play. So if the Packers can harness that and make it make sense financially, it's win-win for both. I don't know what would take much longer than we're getting at right now.
Well, especially because if you are able to bring Jaire back, and this is a one-year thing, and you obviously move on, and then he goes to free agency because Goody at this point, he'd be 29 and then not getting his contract because he's going to be turning 30. It's just not how the Packers do business. Not to say that they can't, but based off the formula that we have, it's not likely that he's going to be around if he is around one more year. But if he is, you just brought in Hobbs. You still have a young Carrington Valentine, and Keyshawn Nixon wants to be something that he's not, which is cornerback one.
Which his coach did not say he was cornerback one as well. His defensive back coach also did not say he's cornerback one. That speaks volumes for what he is. He's good. He ain't great.
My point is it gives them more time to develop what they do have while having a star, if available, when available, on a restructured deal. I hope it happens. think most people hope it happens.
Why would you not hope for him to be back?
They feel like it goes.
I've seen a couple distraction texts.
Stop it!
But like it's about talent right now, guys.
Yeah.
You don't want to be 9-8 or 11-6. Trying to fight for a wild card spot. You need talent. You just need talent.
You need all-pro level guys as many places you can find it. No doubt he is an all-pro guy. So the position group would go from being average to good to great with Jaire Alexander.
And when you talk about whether or not he's a distraction, listen, Jaire has had his moments, right? If you are inside a classroom, there's kids sometimes that have so much potential, but you got to kind of make sure they keep their head on straight. If he was such a distraction, then we wouldn't hear guys talking about how good he is. Or Or anytime people got asked about the Jaire situation, everybody said positive things about him. Jordan Love said positive things about him. Your star safety, your best defensive football player in Xavier McKinney, he's a big fan of Jaire Alexander. They were working out. And so obviously, yes, he might have had some of his moments. But at the end of the day, I can't say he's a bad teammate because his teammates seem to like him. His teammates seem to take to him. So yes, you take some of the ups and downs with his emotions when you know he's a likable guy. He contributes to the team when he is healthy or not healthy. He's not bringing the mood of the roster down. He's not causing things to fester inside that locker room where guys like, get rid of this guy. So at the end of the day, yes, he's had his moments, but I'm not going to call him a bad distraction that could take this team away from winning football games.
And let's be clear, he'd be gone if there was a trade partner. There just isn't. There's no value for it. So right now, just restructure him, get the best of what you can get out of him because he will have motivation, as Brad said, to have a good year. If he wants to continue to play and make a lot more money, he has a chance to prove that in this coming year. And why not prove it with a team that is trying to build off an 11-win season in a tough division? But if you want to build something, I got the place for you. IKEA, great home furnishing solutions for every stage of your life. Whether you're starting out, whether you're remodeling a home, whether it's a first home, they literally have it all for you. And the IKEA family membership is awesome. Free to join. You get access to those special sales and savings, early insight on sales, and access to free workshops. 90-day price protection, access to buyback and resell. The resale program is awesome because things are already made, and you can just take it out from that area, but you have to be an IKEA family member. You get free coffee or tea in the restaurant. New signups get $20 off your next in-store purchase of $150 or more if you choose to receive those promotional emails. A QR code is sent within 48 hours of sign-up, and it is worth it to be an IKEA family member. Kyle Brust Nortman across East Wisconsin continues next with Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Do you think?
Nope.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards. They're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel. It's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. One in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
Born in the heart of the earth, natural diamonds rise up like the notes of a song from the throat of Mother Nature.
Rick, that was positively poetic.
Mother Nature sings diamonds.
Sarah, wow, you can sing.
Born in the heart of a plasma chamber, created diamonds fall softly like snowflakes from the heart of a star.
A star that shines like true love.
Natural diamonds are earthborn.
Created diamonds are starborn.
Kessler's has the largest selection of natural diamonds in the state of Wisconsin. All the different sizes, all the fancy shapes.
Give her a fancy diamond.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
Bigger, brighter natural diamonds.
And financing that makes anything possible.
Kessler's is the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America.
Which means we can do anything we want to do.
For you.
Mother Nature sings diamonds.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Your current car, soon to be your old car. A new car, better start looking. But you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free credit score and score monitoring on most new consumer checking accounts. Because when you know you need to make a big purchase, knowing your credit score puts you in the driver's seat. You've got this with free credit monitor from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Baseball is back. Brian Balaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I've got to tell you about my go-to car wash, Tsunami Express. Get your ride looking its best and ride the wave at Tsunami Express Car Wash, Milwaukee's fan favorite for that perfect shine. Sign up for a monthly membership and enjoy unlimited washes for less than $1 a day. Skip the wait with the fast lane and take advantage of great perks. With locations in Midtown Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, and Mount Pleasant, Tsunami Express has you covered. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Visit TsunamiExpress.com to learn more.
2 Wisconsin icons are teaming up on a reworked classic. Cousin Subs and U-Zingers are proud to introduce the all-new Fried Bologna Sub, featuring U-Zingers fried bologna, bacon, American cheese, onions, pickles, mayo, and mustard on fresh-baked Italian bread. And that's not all. Pair your fried bologna with a creamy cupcake shake topped with whipped cream and rainbow sprinkles. Now that's a better combination. Order both in-store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm not going to sit here and panic about it.
Green and Gold Hall of Famer.
It's not apples to apples. For you, it is.
Solving the world's problems one day at a time.
Everybody doesn't grow and evolve at the same time.
It's Mark Tauscher.
Did you guys hang up on me, or am I hanging up
on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman?
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else, no one else.
Joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is Mark Tauscher, the great host of Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these various stations. Old T, happy Tuesday. How are you?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you guys?
We're doing fantastic. Kyle got duped. And
Tausch.
We tried warning him. Like, have you ever been to a place where it's a gentleman's club, but you think that the steakhouse in there is going to be the main course?
Reviews said the food was fantastic, Tausch.
Fantastic?
What are we talking about?
I was in Vegas last week, and my boy told me we're going to a gentleman's club that was known for its food. And as I told people, I was going to get some chicken thighs with some women thighs, real thighs, I don't know. And I ended up being disappointed in both.
Such a good line, though. I mean, the question is, what were you disappointed in? Which one?
The both.
You said steakhouse, and you got a chicken marsala.
Yeah, I got chicken marsala. The food was gross.
That's not steak.
Everybody was disappointed. I'm glad I didn't pay $80 for no steak from that place. I would have been extra mad. Times we walked in, and I told them we were here to get some food. They looked shocked and surprised. They had to go get the chef from the dang back. He was a bouncer.
No, he was not.
The back door bouncer. It might as well have been. How long it took us to get our food, they were surprised.
Kyle, I mean, man, I'm not going to tell you how to go about doing things.
No, tell me, because we were wrong.
I mean, you go to places for what they're known for. Like, you're not going to again, it's just hard to do because I don't want to give out free advertising. You don't go to an Italian place and order a burrito. Like, it's just it's not typically how this whole thing works. You're going to go, if you're especially if you're in a city with a lot of great options on both sides of what you were doing.
Chicken and women thighs.
I thought what a great combination.
Spot for what you're looking for, and I think this is all on you, man. I got to put this one all on you, not on the gentleman's club that you were in.
Yeah, I blame the groom for falling for the dupe of it, and I got duped. I was so upset.
I wish I could have saw your face seeing the Marsala.
I feel bad for
Just wait a second. So you're telling me you're at a club and you're eating chicken marsala?
There was a separate room, and I did have chicken marsala with some mashed potatoes. And Tosh, I was so upset about how much I spent on it. And you know me. I mean, I don't really carry too much cash around. But it messed up the night because by the time we got to the gentleman's club, if I was going to throw anything or going to try to throw anything, which I was not, I wasn't going to do it for sure.
I guess the question is, what did the groom-to-be think of this whole thing?
He kind of had a free-spirited mind. Said, well, it didn't work out. I mean, he didn't spend as much money as everybody else. He said, well, it didn't work out.
Whose idea? Was this your idea, by the way?
Hell no. This was his idea. I told you what happened. I was at work. He told me we're going to Treasures.
You looked up Treasures on your work computer.
Thinking it was a steakhouse, and I said, this ain't a steak. This is a steakhouse, but it's also got something else.
Yeah. Tausch, do you think that on a bachelor party like that, do you think it should be a dictatorship with whatever the groom wants, or do you think it should be a democracy where there's a vote of some kind?
You can't have it as a democracy. I think you can have input. Somebody needs to take hold of it. And if it's the best man, they have to. The problem is, if you have different friend groups from high school and college, you need someone that is the buffer in this whole thing. You obviously want to have input from the groom as far as what kind of activities and what things you're looking to do. But at some point, someone does need to say, because otherwise you're going to end up just fumbling and bumbling around, and you're going to end up eating a linguine at a gentleman's club, and everybody's night's ruined. So somebody needs to take ownership. I don't care who it is. Somebody do that, and it doesn't sound like that happened in this instance.
I just love the salt on the moon there. I mean, it's not a salt on the moon. It's just a truth bomb for you, Kyle. And I think Old T need to give it to you.
Yeah. For somebody who's tight with his budget, boy, I tell you, I told baby girl we ain't spending a lot of money in the next couple months. We got a real tight budget around this Wallace household.
The BOGO boys are back.
Oh, yes, we are.
So just wait a second. So your girlfriend is now going to suffer.
Yep, that is correct.
Because you ordered a bad chicken Alfredo at a gentleman's club.
I ordered. It was that. It was the extra we paid for. Right, Tausch, it was a lot. You know what? You look the bachelor in his eye. You can't say no.
Hey, Kyle.
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Do you remember a couple weeks ago when you were talking about Vegas? I said 2 nights is where you need to be, and you're like, I'm going to go for 4 nights.
Yeah,
and I'm going to fly on the red eye.
I did.
Was I right?
Yeah, 2 nights would have been wonderful. I would have saved quite a bit of money. The last night,
there you go.
I ate. I didn't tell y'all this. The last night,
you ate salad.
I ate a $25 salad. It was the cheapest thing on the menu.
Oh my goodness!
They eating $100 steaks. I said, "Give me the salad." She said, what would you like for your main?"
After the Marsala incident,
she said, "What would you like for your main?" It was a nice restaurant. What would you like for your main course? I said, "Oh, salad. That's all. I got a flight. I'm good."
Did you not order a drink? Did you just get water too? You go super cheap.
She asked for. Do they call it bottle? They call it something else.
Yes, still or sparkling.
Tap. Tap. Everything come with a tap. I had a budget.
Tausch.
Oh boy.
I think Jaire's done a great job of showing that he wants to be here. Now, whether you want to take past actions, or which I don't think they're that bad, and use it to the present, he's making effort. He was on the virtual workouts. He says deal or no deal, he'll be at mandatory minicamp. This was the same man who blew off, I believe it was OTAs for $500,000. He's making an effort. And I think is it a net positive right now for both sides to work this out?
Well, I definitely think I think you could make a really good claim that is the case. I think Jaire, obviously, the way the season ended and how it all kind of played out, I think most of us thought he was not going to be back because he was not going to want to take, the kind of haircut that I'm sure Green Bay is going to be giving him. Now it comes back to, what is going to be that right number of guaranteed? Because I think Green Bay can look at this, and Jason on our show this morning, it's $16 million. That's what he would have been owed. Well, there's no way Green Bay's paying him that. I think Jaire can understand that. But then it comes back to, well, how much are we going to definitely pay him, and then how much are we going to let him earn back if he has a season? Green Bay will be happy to pay him $16 million all in if he plays 17 weeks and plays anywhere close to where he was at his prime. So that part is easy. Is Jaire going to be willing to say, okay, well, it's $6 million. You have to earn the other 10. The good part is I don't think there's a lot of other teams out there that are willing to, go there or anywhere else. So it probably is one of those cases where after time has kind of passed and you saw that nobody was going to trade for you and you realize nobody is giving you this big deal, Jaire looks at it and says, this is my best opportunity, A, because I know the system, I know the coaches, but B, they're going to offer me the most amount of money that anybody else would. And Green Bay is sitting here looking at it. We know Jaire. We know he's still a good player when he's healthy, and we're going to get him at a discount from where it was. So I think that is the result that should happen. But I'm guessing there's still some maneuvering that needs to get done before it all is figured out.
Tausch, it caught my eye that he said he was going to be back for mandatory minicamp with or without a contract. Now, do you think for Jaire, this is like true, sincere?
Well, hey, Norty, before you finish that was super interesting in Schneidman's article. And I think it's interesting, but you have to dig deep to why. If you come in and that contract is not reworked, let's say you go in and you drop a 45-pound plate on your foot and you break your foot. Green Bay's on the hook for that $16 million. So there is no way Green Bay is going to just willingly say, come on in and, go work, see how you can cover Golden and see how you can. Nothing is going to be done until that deal is lined up the way Green Bay wants it, because there is risk on their half if he comes in. So maybe what I'm thinking is maybe Jaire wants to get this thing done now. The Packers are looking at it saying, we want it done, but we want it done on our terms. And you can't stop Jaire from coming in the building unless you cut him. So that's what I'm saying. It's a little more complicated, I think, than maybe, it's awesome that Jaire wants to come in the building. Yeah, it is good, but it's good if it's only on the terms of which Green Bay is looking at, if you're looking at it from their perspective.
Yeah, Tausch, you actually answered my question before I even asked it. So do you think it's him applying a little bit of pressure, then a little bit of a deadline? Like, look, if we don't get it done by this date, I'm coming and I'm practicing.
Strofe thinks he's going to hurt himself on purpose to get all 16.
Shoot, I would.
Well,
we know you would after the weekend you had.
Chicken Alfredo and Lord knows what else.
Your girlfriend would be able to eat for the next 2 months.
2 months with $16 million is a lifetime.
So I don't think. I think at some point yes, but I think at this point both parties kind of know where they're at, and I'm sure Jaire is looking at it, and his team are saying, "Well, we want to get more." Green Bay is probably kind of sunk in, like this is where we're at, and trying to figure out how can we get a little bit more. I do think there is, the pressure point is going to be training camp. You have the mandatory mini camp as well, but if we're being honest, I think it'd be pretty easy for Green Bay just to say, till we figure this out, you stay home, keep working out. We'll get this figured out over July and have it figured out before training camp. But it would be nice, I think, for everybody, because at some point you're giving guys reps. Guys are trying to figure out where they fit in. And if Jaire is going to come back and be that number one corner that he would be if you bring him back, you want him in. You want him working with the other guys and getting ready to get going.
Strofe, you were onto something. If he comes back and then have a deal, oh no, my PCL's acting up, and then he's out for the entire year.
Oh, whoopsie, drop that weight on my foot.
I wouldn't blame him whatsoever. But somebody said in the talking text line, they're talking about Jaire being a distraction. You don't see Jaire being a distraction. I feel like at this point, the only distraction that can be created.
Jordan Love raving, Xavier McKinney raving.
Yeah,
teammates like him. This is a business thing right now between the Packers and Jaire.
Well, how will his teammates look at it? Will they look at it as a Jaire's distraction thing, or if he comes and he says, "I want to be here," and the Packers don't let him come, how will that affect the organization and the guys in the locker room?
No, I think Jaire is, you guys were just talking about it. I think he comes back in that room, people are going to be excited. And everybody knows that their team is better with him. And, for the captaincy thing he did in Charlotte and some of the other things that have happened, I think people respect the way he plays when he's out there. And, as a teammate, that when he comes in, the business side of this, everybody gets it. There's not going to be any distraction. It's the more distracting part is when people are sitting here and Wilde and Demoski and these guys are, hey, what do you think about Jaire? All this. Once you get him in, all of that just moves away. And until something happens with the Packers and the contract, it really is not going to be at the top of anybody's mind.
Especially because nobody complains about bringing talent into a room to a good team.
Nobody. I mean, again, man. When you can bring someone in that can help you win. Yes, everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants everybody wants all of that. But what guys want to do is, hey, man, we have a great shot of winning. And is this player, when he comes in, going to help us do that? And I think most of the players in that locker room would say yes.
Old T, appreciate the time. Thank you for hearing and giving Kyle some words of wisdom at age 35, which I thought he would know by now, but it was much
Yeah,
needed.
I'm just, again, hey, Kyle, how expensive was that fettuccine Alfredo? What was the price on that?
It was $44.99.
Oh my God!
And they got the cook from the bouncer.
And listen, I'm telling you, they were the shock on their face when we said. I had to tell her multiple times, we're here for the food restaurant. Until I told them it was an old woman, Madam Cece was the one who was serving us, and she was
Madam.
Wow. Yeah, she was a old hoot in the house. From East Coast.
I don't
from Jersey.
understand. I don't understand how somebody in your group didn't say, you know what, fellas, why don't we go grab a burger somewhere and then come back or something when you know that it's not like.
Tausch, I really.
Yeah, I get it.
I asked. I said, you want to go here for food, and I quote. He said, I heard their food is fantastic. And so I looked it up. I Googled. I said, oh, there's the menu.
Who are his references?
Yeah, you need to get his. You need to get that reference on air, and you guys need to grill whomever.
That man had
was.
12 drinks at that place, and the food happened to be amazing that night.
I guess
in his mind.
I guess so. And Cece asked about us coming back. She said, "Here's my car for if you're ever back in Vegas and coming." I said, "All right, Madam Cece, I won't be back."
Well, the AmFam Championship is back, Tausch, so we're gonna have Kyle tell us about Strick's event.
All right, guys.
So excited for the AmFam Championship coming up next week. Yes, the American Family Insurance Championship, which returns to Madison with 2 new exciting changes this year. Listen up, KBN Nation. Wisconsin's own Steve Stricker will host this PGA Tour Champions event June 6th through the 8th, and its new home is TPC Wisconsin. The AmFam Champ also debuts a new team competition this year where you have 2-person teams who will compete in best ball and scramble formats. The American Family Insurance Championship is June 6th through the 8th. Come see KBN as we'll be broadcasting live from TPC, Wisconsin at the AmFam Championship. So get details and ticket information today by visiting amfamchampionship.com. That is amfamchampionship.com. Going to be a great weekend of golf.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with a Kyle on the men from Vegas.
I have my wallet, fellas.
You still don't have your wallet?
Oh, it's in Arizona. The guy.
It's with one of your buddies?
Yeah, who drove the cars in his back.
How are you going to get it? Wait, how'd you get on the plane?
I had my global entry card, so it worked out. And so that's why I wasn't stressing. I'm like, I'm good. I looked into this. If you Google lost wallet, I guess you can drop it off into like a USPS mailbox or store, and they'll mail it to you for free.
The wallet? What do you mean? Like you just literally place the wallet unclosed?
The mail it for free. I'm trying to figure out. I got to save money. I'm trying to figure out the difference. I'm trying to say this $10 or not.
I've learned so much about you today.
Yeah.
What else you learn about me?
Well, it's just you take your frugalness to the next level.
Yeah, even I would be like,
get me my wallet.
Put a tracking on that and get it here in 2 days.
And he's trying to figure out how to save $10.
Overnight ship it. Oh, hell. I haven't.
It's not heavy or big.
Kyle,
well,
if you get pulled over, it's going to cost a lot more than overnight shipping.
They don't, listen, first and foremost, they don't give you that. I just say, hey, I misplaced my ID. They're going to let me go. Come on now. It ain't that bad in America.
Cereal at the Wallace household tonight. Actually have more faith in Alex Strouf's athleticism based off something Jordan Love did. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Yeah, see, the thing about me is I like
crazy.
I like crazy. I like a little excitement in my life. I like a little bit of drama.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
The NFL, there are no gimmies in this business. You earn everything you get. You haven't earned jack yet.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Led them in receiving.
That's great.
Both receptions and yards.
That's
each
great.
of the first 2 seasons.
So do it again. If you're a third-year player, you haven't done anything. Yeah, it's great that you led the team. Do it again.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you. buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy the Bog.
Craftsman Days are here at Lowe's with big savings on the tools you need. Save $100 on the Craftsman V20 6-tool power tool combo kit, now at $199. No matter what the project is, Craftsman's high-quality, high-performance products empower you to build on. Stop by your nearest Lowe's store and check out the full line of Craftsman tools today. Valid through 6/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
If you have a lot of shopping to do for summer, then you're actually in luck. Because at Macy's, the latest designer trends are here now. From swim and sandals to match sets and linen suits, all for 20% off. But get this, spend $100 and get 25% off. Spend $200 and get 30% off. 30%. So the bigger your summer, the better. Because the more you buy, the more you save. But hurry, it all starts Thursday at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a star-studded group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 6th through the 8th with an exciting team competition and a new tournament home at TPC Wisconsin. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Megan Maroney with special guest Clint Black on Friday, June 6th at Bree Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Jordan Love threw out the first pitch yesterday for the Brewers, won 3-2. Strofe, I know you were in attendance. I was in attendance as well with baby girl.
Oh, is that
Nice-
first or second?
Nice
game?
hanging out with you.
Second game. Man, first time ever. By the way, she puked out of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but she was good. Thank God.
Like
because
where? Where were you?
Just
The
like
parking
spit
lot
up?
or?
Like, no, she doesn't spit up.
Oh,
like,
pregame too hard.
Must have.
Oh, put too much of that milk.
I think she got a hold of a pretzel and maybe a little too much salt of that pretzel the tummy couldn't handle in the sweet. And then in front of
In
a
the
lot
sweet?
Yeah.
Who had the sweet?
Whoa.
That's very bogus.
Excuse me?
That's very bogus.
You just started the segment with Strofe. I know you were there. and then you said,
like,
we
it
were in the
wasn't
sweet.
my sweet.
Whose sweet was it?
It was a good partner of ours.
It wasn't 620 WTNJ.
No, it was.
It was not the 620 sweet.
No.
You smiled.
It was our Good Karma brand sweet, but it was a partner who had it for the sweet. So I was a stop in, say hello,
Got it. Okay.
and baby girl got a hold of pretzel. But my point was, is Jordan Love threw a baseball.
He did.
And I don't know, man. He said he was going to make sure it got to the plate. The thing left the screen. The ball left the screen. And so to the bet we had with Strofe of getting it to the plate, that is why, Brad, I liked you saying if Strofe throws out the first pitch, you're working on Lake County Dot-Coms or something.
Lake Country, yes.
We can't let the catch, if the catcher stands up, doesn't count.
Can't leave the stance.
Oh, yeah.
Can't leave the stance.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
anybody could say, I won't roll it in.
Yeah, exactly.
If we were invited to do what their equivalent of the sausage races, would you guys all do it with me?
Oh, I would.
Of course. I would do that.
I would.
All right, sweet. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I don't think they have that, though.
It's not sausages.
What is it? Different dogs?
No. It's
different lake country
trees.
Boats.
Trees.
One's a pontoon, one's a speedboat.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm in. I'm in to do a race.
I'll race.
I'm down to race too.
Who finishes last?
Oh, now you're down to race. Look at this.
It's short distance.
Oh, it's short. Yeah. Oh, what? 200 yards? Oh, I can do that. I don't need to do it. You're talking about a mile and a half.
It is a Tuesday, so it is right away into Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust on this Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Caller 8 for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? 800-990-3776. You get 15 questions in 90 seconds. We have a guest question asker for you, caller 8. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. And let's go caller 8. And what's the record? Oh,
Trashed.
Not good. It's 3-14-3.
Oof. Yeah. Gets worse every time I hear it out loud. Yeah. Caller 8, 800-990-3776. Carbless Talking text line. We're back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and Father's Day is Sunday, June 15th. Get Dad something he can really enjoy. Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles. Order at Kringle.com and send Dad his favorite flavor, like their bourbon pecan. That's my favorite. To complete the gift, you can add a bag of gourmet coffee to your order, and you will be Dad's favorite child. Go to Kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH and have it shipped right to Dad. Kringle.com or 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Save big at Menards and be prepared for summer heat with a new air conditioner from Denali Air. Quickly and efficiently cool your spaces with auto and eco modes to maximize performance and save on energy costs. Featuring 3 fan cooling speeds and a remote control, allowing you to control the comfort settings from anywhere in the room. Save big on Denali Air. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, I'm buying a fixer-upper for my first home. Is that something you can help with?
Of course. We are here for all your construction needs at Professional Construction, Inc. With over 20 years of experience, our team will help from the design process through the finished product.
The living room with lime green and wood-paneled covered walls with shag carpets isn't quite working for me.
That's not quite my style either. But regardless, we are here to make your dreams a reality. Visit us at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Oh, that's right, you are kicking it with KBN. I am Brad Nortman alongside Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe, our producer behind the glass, the maestro of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? And Ben Brust himself has vacated the room because it is that time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Kyle, I mean, he's 3-14-3 in this whole guest picker situation.
He is so bad.
It has thrown him for a tizzy. He can't seem to get himself composed when he has all these guest question askers come in and fire the questions at him.
And I hope this is going to be another huge L for Ben Brust as well, because there's something I love about my Tuesdays at 3 o'clock. It's watching Ben Brust squirm and say something stupid and take L after L after L.
Well, something tells me that the squirming will be on max today because KBN Nation, you know that we've had some heavy hitters lately for the guest question asker for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Last week, Frank Kaminsky, which is a big name.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank. Ben will be hanging out with him at the bachelor party in a week and a half or so. But today, we have Evan Cohen. You'll hear his voice in the mornings, co-host of Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio. Not only that, but he owns a sizable amount of real estate in Ben Brust's head. So we welcome in Evan Cohen, co-host of Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio. Evan, welcome back in. We have some shining moments of you on the show, most notably right before the draft. We had KEN, which is a little bit being resurrected right now in this moment. Evan, welcome to KBN.
I like it. The KEN show has been resurrected, as you said. Kyle, Brad, this is great. I like it. Kyle, Evan, Nortman. It feels right, does it not?
I know it feels great. You can take us to the top with you.
It really does. Evan, and I got to ask, before we even jump in, so we're going to obviously have our guest come on. You're going to ask the questions. He's going to give the answers. When we have Ben on, do you have over or under 1.5 complete brain farts from Ben? What are you on the over or under of that?
Well, I'm going to go with the over, but I just have a couple of questions. Are we, as a group, because obviously he can't hear us right now, are we acknowledging it's me, or do you want me to just start talking, asking him questions? He may not know who it is, and then try to work in little slip-ins that he would know it's me, or how do you want to do that?
Here's what I think we do.
I really do want to get in his head.
Yeah, great call, Evan. I love the gamesmanship and maximizing his intimidation to the fullest. I think I'm going to throw it, so we're going to run it. I'm going to give the rules, and then I'm going to throw it to you for Bill in Lake Geneva. He's our contestant. When Ben comes back in here, I'm going to throw it to Strofe. Strofe's going to give the 3, 2, 1, and I want you to hit Ben right away with the first question and watch him squirm. Does that sound like a good plan?
Done. Good. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I like it. Let's spin it, Strofe.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
That's right, it is Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, presented by Lakeland University. Here's how we play. 15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we will come back to it if you get through the rest. If you beat Ben Brust, you will win an ESPN Wisconsin prize package. And for a reminder, Ben's record, 14-3. Pretty dreadful. Now we have Bill in Lake Geneva. Bill, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Okay, well, Bill, you are in for a treat to be able to be a contestant with Evan Cohen, co-host of Unsportsmanlike, as the guest question asker. All right, Evan, I'm going to throw it to you. Give Bill a 3, 2, 1, and then let's let the questions rip.
All right, Bill, let's do this. Here we go. We're going to start. Are you smarter than Ben Brust? In 3, 2, 1. Question 1. What type of fish is Nemo in Finding Nemo?
Clownfish.
Which American singer is known as... Well, we're going to keep going. Which American singer is known as the Queen of Soul?
Aretha Franklin.
What punctuation mark ends an interrogative sentence? I don't know if I said that word right.
A question mark.
Who was the first artist to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify?
Taylor Swift.
Question 5. Which book series features a character named Katniss Everdeen?
The Hunger Games.
Question 6. What is the capital of the Canadian province of Alberta?
Pass.
Question 7. What country consumes the most chocolate per capita?
The USA.
Question 8. How much money do you collect when you pass Go in Monopoly?
$200.
Question 9. Which element is a noble gas? helium, iron, or carbon?
Helium.
Question 10. In what decade did the Berlin Wall go up?
The ninth. Pass.
Well, that one counts if he gets it. Are we counting that one as a pass, Strofe?
Correct.
Okay, that's a pass. Okay. Well done, Evan.
It's a sixth spot
Well
for
done, Bill. Okay, sixth spot for
By
Bill.
the way, these questions are impossible. I would get 0 of these. I want to point that out.
Well, that's what makes it fun, Evan. We like to see how foolish Ben can look in these moments when he doesn't know what it is.
Oh, I'm aware. I hope
will
I
say.
hope I read it quickly enough. I don't know. I don't even know if I said I did it.
Read it at the same pace you read
Yeah,
it at
same pace.
for Bill. Do that for Ben as well.
Because here's the problem.
Okay, Ben can't hear us. Ben can't hear us yet, right?
Correct.
Not yet.
Not yet, but he's coming any minute now.
How do you read the third one? What is that word?
I think you said it right. So, okay, Ben just walked in the room. Our guest is joining via the phone, so we're going to make sure that he doesn't see any of the responses on the Carbless Talking text
He's looking
line.
at the phone right now.
It just says guest reader.
I
still don't know who it is.
I covered my tracks
Good.
over here.
Yeah, look at it. Why you want to know?
What, is Strofe
stuff?
going to change his voice? Like, do we not even have a guest?
Well, no,
have AI.
Well, it was a holiday weekend, Ben. I might be cutting some corners here.
Okay.
So we do have a guest. Ben is back in the studio. And here's what we're going to do, Ben. You're going to know the voice. So we're going to send it to Strofe after I read the instructions on how to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
He's so unfocused right now.
15
He is so
questions.
unfocused.
I don't like not knowing who's on the other
I
side.
can see the blood pressure going up as
His
we're
head
sitting
is
here.
moving. Look at, bro. You're not gonna find any clues. Let it go.
All right.
15 questions in 90 seconds. Get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we will come back to it if you get through the rest. If Bill in Geneva beats you, he's going to win an ESPN Wisconsin prize package. Strofe's going to give the countdown. So the first words you're going to hear is from our guest question asker.
Ben, you ready to go?
Yes. I don't like any of this.
All right. Are you smarter than Ben Brust? With Ben Brust in 3, 2, 1.
Question 1. What type
hell.
of fish is Nemo in Finding Nemo?
Oh, God. He has one fin. Pass.
Question 2. Which American singer is known as the Queen of Soul?
Prince.
Question 3. What punctuation mark ends an interrogative sentence?
Question mark?
Question 4. Who was the first artist to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify?
Biebs.
Question 5. Which book series features a character named Katniss Everdeen?
That would be the Hunger Games.
Question 6. What is the capital of the Canadian province of Alberta?
Capital of Alberta? Pass.
Pass. Something you never did in college. Question 7. What country consumes the most chocolate per capita?
Belgium.
Question 8. How much money do you collect when you pass Go in Monopoly?
I am only blanking because Evan's on the call. 200?
Question 9. Which element is a noble gas? Helium, iron, or carbon?
Helium.
Question 10. In what decade did the Berlin Wall go up?
1940.
Yikes.
Hey, Ben.
I don't even know what the first 2 questions were. It took me a lot of time to process that Evan was the one on the other side.
Steam was coming out of the ears.
Oh, there's a line in Finding Nemo. They talk about what kind of fish he is for like 5 minutes, and it's escaping me.
Yeah, well,
He's
You'll know when you hear it.
he's like a dumb fish. Like it's like a.
Let me
he's
fly
a Ben
through.
Brust.
It's like a brush. It's like a brush.
Oh, good one, Kyle and Evan. Gosh, now I'm lashing out.
Clownfish.
Clownfish.
Aretha Franklin, the queen of soul, not Prince.
He said Prince.
Oh, my God.
This went off the rails fast.
Punctuation mark that ends an interrogative sentence. That would be a question mark. Drake, the first artist to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify. The Hunger Games.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Book series that featured Katniss Everdeen. Edmonton, the Oilers.
Ah.
What country consumes the most chocolate? Switzerland, actually. $200 was correct when you go past go in Monopoly. Helium is the noble gas. You both got that right. And the last question for both of you was the Berlin Wall. A couple years after the 1940s, 1961, 1960s, the acceptable answer for that one.
All right, so how do we end up with Evan?
What do you mean?
He's a teammate, is he not?
Yeah, I know, but why isn't he on video? Like, was this all part of the plan?
I'm trying to get in your head a little bit, yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
What was the final score? How many he get? How many I get?
4-6. You had 40 at 6, and your record in 2025 now an abysmal 3 wins, 15 losses, 3 ties.
Yeah.
Like the Miami
Bill
Heat.
won? Bill in Lake Geneva won?
He sure did.
He did.
Bill in Lake Geneva's the winner.
Another loss. Evan, how would you grade Ben's performance today?
Well, I was pretty impressed that you recognized me so quickly. I got to be honest. That was very quick.
I mean, I listened to him sportsmanlike in the mornings, Evan.
You should have saw his face, Evan.
Yeah.
Hand in palm and forehead in a palm and just like, oh,
How
no.
do I get out of this?
Well, it's just because, like, I know whatever I say today, oh, no, he's just going to get material for next time I talk to him. It's just like, it's never good. It's all bad.
Well, a couple of things. On this. First of all, was it booked very last minute? Yes. Did Strofe take advantage of his access to me at all times? Yes, he did. Now, were any of us, Brad, Kyle, Strofe, or myself, smart enough to realize this was actually the obvious bit of doing it on the phone? No. I literally was dropping my son off at basketball, and I'm sitting in a parking lot. But it obviously made a lot
you guys
more sense
lucked
to do
into
this
this
on the
working
phone.
out to your advantage.
Oh, it's perfect because as soon as you
I
heard
know,
that
it
voice.
really did make a lot of sense, right, guys? I mean, it would actually be better. I couldn't go on video, but the surprise element I thought was good here. But you definitely, if we listen back, if Strofe can pull Ben's response on the first question after he heard my voice, he totally crumbled right away.
I can't wait to hear that because especially Kyle, what does Ben do right when he walks through the door every time? And Are You Smarter Than Ben?
I look at the monitor.
Looks at the monitor. Who's asking? And when you didn't see anything, I could tell you took a step back.
He was rattled.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That
He
worked out
was
perfect.
I mean, part of my advantage of although I've only won three times is to know who's on the other side.
Can we ask marketing? Is there enough prizes to give away? 'Cause right now you're on quite a run. Because when you tie,
Question one: What type of fish is? Question one: What type of fish is? Question one: What type of fish is?
Not gonna give him the whole question.
I just wanted the hell.
I think the first two. Are good.
Yeah.
Strofe.
Oof. Well, at least you're getting a good look into him as a producer.
Oh, he's trying to take it off him.
Oh,
No.
wow, yeah.
Who's
Deflect.
the queen? Who's the queen of soul?
That's
I know he's an androgynous, but you're the queen of soul.
who is it though? I missed
Aretha Franklin.
I mean, how am I supposed to know that?
I mean,
is
could've said a
that
woman.
Brad? Did you know that? You didn't know that.
You could. I would have guessed. it
Evan,
was
did you
Aretha.
know that?
You would have been better
Ben,
off.
I think you're telling on yourself. a little bit here.
All right.
You may want to stop while you're behind.
You would have been
The
better off
first
saying
two
Taylor
questions
Swift
of Are You
yourself.
Smarter Than Ben Brust today. Here it is.
Question one: What type
hell.
of fish is Nemo in Finding Nemo?
Oh God. Oh no. He has one fin. Pass. Dude, I sound like a disaster.
Question two: Which American singer is known as the Queen of Soul?
Prince.
Queen.
All right, Evan.
You know what's amazing? I broke. I started laughing. I couldn't even say some of the words because I broke.
Yes. I'm clamming up. I don't know what to do. You guys, help me.
The amount of
Oh my God.
ums and ahs as you're trying to think about Finding Nemo is just spectacular. It
I
really
love
was.
seeing this boy
What a
shook.
treat.
I
What a
love
treat.
seeing him shook.
It's
That
always
was so fun.
It's always a joy to have Evan on.
Thank you so much. Listen to Evan Cohen. I'm not even giving a chance to stay on sports mornings ESPN
Why,
Wisconsin.
I'm not going to hang for a little bit? I can hang. Let's go. Come on. I just want to annoy Ben.
You want to
Yeah,
hang?
let's keep
I thought there was a hard out. I was told this hard out.
I was informed 20 minutes. At
Yeah,
19.
no, that's my bad. I thought you meant 4 Central initially, 5 Eastern. So I got a couple more minutes. I apologize.
We'll take him.
All right.
yeah.
Well, can I break and get you on the other side?
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Well, I got to keep a good clock
All right,
here. It's
all right.
I got to take care of the fans.
Okay. All right. You better. Hey, Brust. Kyle and Brad, they're prepared. You better be prepared. Good topics, angles. I will be judging the questions you ask me. Next.
Oh, wow. He just teased our own show.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a tool. My name is Ben Brust, and I'm a tool.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We are starting off with some delays along the southbound side of 41, backing up from about Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol. Northbound slowing down as well from Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Hampton. We've got northbound 43 backing up from Fond du Lac Avenue up to Keefe. Southbound slowing from Silver Spring all the way down past Locust. And on Highway 67 southbound right at I-94, got the left lane blocked with a crash there. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a slight chance for a shower, a low of 50. And then tomorrow, mostly cloudy with showers, a high of 58 at the lake, 63 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
With the 23rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft.
They actually did it.
For the first time since 2002.
The Green and Gold have drafted their next playmaker.
Matthew Golden, wide receiver of Texas.
Does Jordan Love now have his number one target?
Touchdown, Matthew Golden!
React to the pick right here. 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the new ESPN Wisconsin app.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
You love her twice as much today as the day you married her, right?
Welcome to Kessler's.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Ever notice how wine enthusiasts often speak a completely different language? And while that language may technically be English, to most people it's anything but. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where we stock over 8,000 varieties of wine and speak many dialects of wine English to help everyone, from the wine novice to the master sommelier. So if you need an expert recommendation for wine, or maybe you know what you want and simply need help locating it, our experienced staff has got your back. No matter the budget, occasion, or your level of wine expertise, Discount Liquor will make you feel at home. Discount Liquor, unmatched selection, everyday low prices, a helpful staff, and 2 convenient locations. In Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
Discount liquor.
Make plans to stop by Third Ward Beer Garden at Catalano Square. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden, the perfect spot to meet up with friends in the Third Ward. Open Wednesday through Sunday with live music Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Question 1, what type of fish is Nemo in Finding Nemo?
Oh, God. He has one fin. Pass.
Question 2, which American singer is known as the Queen of Soul?
Prince. Potawatomi Casino Hotel is known for its endless ways to win, and Friday, June 27th, Potawatomi is showing why they're the standard with the highly anticipated season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your Entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty Roll, where $300,000 in cash is up for grabs. Be there to win your share. That's June 27th at Potawatomi. If they had live sportsbook odds of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Will Ben Brust win with Evan Cohen asking questions? It would have been minus 10,000. No. They don't have that up there, but you can get whatever you want and plus enjoy the 2,000 square foot video wall at Potawatomi. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, and on the Carbless Talking text line, Jake chimed in. I haven't been able to listen to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust for a while, and this was worth it. I love Evan, and I love listening to him on the way to work. Well, you're unlucky, Jake. Evan Cohen is gracing us with his presence for another segment here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Evan, is it just you and me, or if Kyle and Brad chime in, are you going to answer them, or I'm ready to roll?
Well, no. I mean, I think everybody should participate in the conversation. I just think we should all grade Ben's performance by the end of this to see how he does.
All right. You're taking over for Mark Murphy as the president of the Green Bay Packers. They haven't won a Super Bowl since 2010. What do you do to make it happen?
That's not bad. That's a good question. Good question. What are we going to give that out of 10? I'll give that an 8, right, guys? That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was
a little
solid.
lengthy, I thought.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.5.
Lengthy and vague. I'd give it like a
open-ended.
6.5.
Vague? How do you win a Super Bowl championship?
What word did you just use?
Vag.
Vag. Oh, I got
Vag?
the Wisconsin.
That was it.
AG,
Vag.
Yeah,
The
AG,
bag or
Wisconsin
bag.
accent, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one,
All
actually.
right, we're not just judging the questions. He is on Unsportsmanlike as a national radio host. I'd love to get the perspective of one Evan Cohen to this question.
Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is survey the inventory. What do I have? What do I not have? Right? And because what's on the surface may not be what's under the hood, right? Like, we all look in those at the coach and quarterback and think they're great. In theory, are they great? I don't know. If I'm the new guy or gal coming in, theoretically, in this hypothetical to run the team, I get why Jordan Love got the contract. Now I need to see it in action. I get why people could be enamored by Matt LaFleur, stand next to him, and then you're enamored by him. My God, that guy handsome. But the point is, I've heard all about you guys. Now I want to learn more about you, and I want to see how you perform now that you're supposed to perform. So I think the first thing is always coach and quarterback and obviously GM is learn more about them, learn philosophies, and then they have to go to work and actually do their thing. And if I am a new president of the team, I do have to come in not telling anybody this, not using it, not displaying it, not running it by anybody, but just simply in my back pocket having, if the Brian Gutekunst, Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love combination, if all three of them quit tomorrow, who's in their place? There's not an obvious answer to that, but that's why you're hired as team president, to be ready for that. So what I'm saying is survey the inventory, understand what I have, let those three perform, and let them know ultimately they have to prove why they are in the positions they're in, because I didn't hire them for those positions.
Pretty good answer from Evan right
well,
there.
enough of the kissing.
If we're gonna grade the question, we might as well say that. Evan, I have a quick analogy for you that I want your opinion. Similar type of question, though. For the Packers, I came from the finance background. Packers seem like the organization that they say to you, you know what? Our investment strategy, we're just going to buy bonds. That's it. Not interested in anything else. Tried and true, ignore the noise. But when a startup opportunity comes around, they always just pass. Other teams in the NFL feels like they use every possible avenue to go get rich. Do you think that even though Packers set themselves up to be consistent and always in the mix, it's hard to become filthy rich if you never take a little bit of risk? Do you think the Packers' approach of always trying to be relevant, always trying to be good, and hope you catch lightning in a bottle compared to other teams that take a little bit more risk and say, we'll trade for a guy, we'll take on a guy on a veteran contract, whatever else, do you think the Packers' strategy can work in today's NFL to get a championship?
That was a 5.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. We're not grading anybody's but yours. But, I think that's an interesting question. So my answer to that obviously goes here. When I got bar mitzvahed when I was 13, I'm pretty sure my grandparents, may they rest in peace, gave me bonds, and I still have them in a wallet.
Oh, wow.
I've never... No, wait. Is it bonds? What are like the fake cash-looking things? Is that a bond? I'm so stupid.
Yeah,
with
that's
this stuff.
Yeah. They gave you a savings bond probably with
Yeah.
money that you can cash in.
Yeah, when are you supposed to cash that? Because I
After
asked
it
my
matures
dad,
for
it was much
10
better.
years, I think. Right, 7 years.
They might have a maturity on them.
Kyle, Kyle, I have like a $50 one, and I said to my dad once, and I'm like, should I do it? And he's like, I think it's worth $60. Like, you don't have to rush for that one. Whatever I have, I don't know when you're supposed to do that. So you're telling me that there's a chance I'm actually sitting on a lot of money?
Well, I think there's usually a maturity on that, Evan. Usually it's on there. It says, like, it comes to maturity at this point.
When I get home, Brad, I'm going to look at this, and then I'm going to message you about this because I need your advice on what I'm supposed to do with these bonds. Here's the thing. So is the real new president going to operate like Mark Murphy and others before him have operated? Because if so, the Packers have a way. We know that. It's draft and develop. It's not sign the splashy free agent, despite what happened last year with obviously McKinney and Jacobs. But it's worked. They're always good, at least good, right? When are they really ever bad? Their version of bad was the 8-9 season Rodgers lost last season. Feels like their version of bad, right? But that's their version of that. Think about how many other franchises around the NFL would sign up for that. So, like, are they building a championship team or are they building a relevant team? Sometimes to build a championship team, it is one step back for two steps forward. And it doesn't seem like the Packers have ever been willing to do that. And the thing that's so wild with this is I do think they do it right because they always have the quarterback. And I think you can look at it historically and say, is it for good, better or worse that they don't have ownership, like true full-fledged ownership? And I think it is probably the most debatable thing that you can literally do that right now, where the Packers have more rings or less rings with an owner of the team over the last 50 years.
Put on the poll, Strofe. I think that's a good question by Evan.
It'll be down the middle.
My gosh. Evan, these guys are, my goodness, I can smell the boo-boo breath over here from these guys. My goodness, leave him alone. He's just giving phenomenal answers. I ain't got to.
You just did it,
no. I got a real question for you, Evan, since everybody's going around.
Let's be fair.
You said
if I'm going to be fair, wait, hold on. If I'm going to be fair, because I've known all you guys for a long time, it could come off like a little bit of kissing up right now, but I will tell you, the next question from one Kyle Wallace, I know will not be a kiss-up question because we have had our moments. Out of love, but we have had our moments. So go ahead, Kyle.
I really was going to ask you about my Vegas trip and how I can get all the regret off of me. But I'm really going to ask you this one. It's about Giannis. Because on the national headlines, all the sports talk folks want to talk about Giannis leaving the Milwaukee Bucks. What I want to know from you, Evan Cohen, who's on Unsportsmanlike, who can push a narrative, I want you to push it for the Milwaukee Bucks. Why should Giannis actually want to stay in Milwaukee?
Yeah, So I caught a glimpse of what Dr. Ken Harris said on The Truth, I think it was last week or the week before, and I thought that was a fascinating take, right? The idea of saying that, hey, maybe Giannis has outgrown Milwaukee. Now, I don't live in Milwaukee, obviously. I live in New York, but I went to school in the great state of Wisconsin, and I love the great state of Wisconsin. And I've never felt like Giannis has outgrown Milwaukee simply because I've never got the sense that he was looking for New York, L.A., Chicago, Miami, or anything like that. I think the teams in New York and Miami now are teams that he would be interested in from a basketball and organizational perspective, the Knicks and the Heat specifically. But in terms of the market, I've never gotten the sense that Giannis is chasing the big market. And I've never gotten the sense that he's leaving. So on our show, anytime that comes up, I always preface it, Kyle, by saying, I don't expect him to ask out. I don't expect him to leave. So until that happens, I don't believe he's going anywhere. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe I think that I can come up with ways of them improving or at least attempting to improve better than maybe some that have been thrown out there. But I don't know. I kind of think he's still staying until proven otherwise.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And it's the Packers. If the Bucks do trade him, I expect for us to get beyond a king, queen, and prince type ransom, according to Ben Brust. But the biggest fleece and ransom for him. They have to get multiple draft picks, and they also have to bring back young talent because you cannot move on from a generational guy like him who's top 5 in the game, top 3 to me in the game right now, for simply giving up a couple things. Teams like Miami and New York, they don't have anything to send us. Like I know you're Miami Heat.
That's what I'm saying to you.
They have nothing to give us.
No, I agree with you. Well, that's not true.
Oh, well, okay. Well, make your pitch for Miami.
No, hold on. No, don't worry about. Here's the point. Maybe we're saying the same thing. Miami has everything to give them, but then Giannis would be playing with no one, right? New York has everything to give them, but then New York would be playing with no one. Like then he would be playing with no one. So that's the thing. You want a king, queen, prince ransom. The problem with that is who's giving it to you, and then who's left for Giannis to play with, right? So in this scenario, this is where it gets a little confusing. I think that Oklahoma City is going to win the championship, right? Not really a bold statement there. I think they're going to win the championship. And I would advise teams like Houston, like San Antonio, to look at Oklahoma City and say, well, let's just kind of continue to do it that way and not do a 2-for-1, 3-for-1 trade. Let's just load up on guys who are good on offense and defense, and as many of them as possible instead of one guy. Because what we've seen here over the last couple of years in the NBA is that, and I've been saying this on Unsportsmanlike, beginning at 5 a.m. here on ESPN Wisconsin. It is KEN, Kyle, Evan, and Nortman. Ben out today here on ESPN Wisconsin. So what I've been saying on our show on Sportsmanlike is that the NBA has changed. You need 5 to 8 guys that are average or above on offense and defense, and that's how you win. That sounds so trivial and so simple, but think about how many players in the NBA are only good on one side of the ball. And one of my least favorite terms in all of sports is talking about a basketball player is a two-way player. Ben, when you played college basketball, if you didn't play defense, what happens?
I would have been on the sidelines clapping for everybody.
That's right. Right. But in the NBA, for some reason, it's allowed if you're really good at offense. Or if you're really good at defense, it's allowed if you're not great at offense. But a team like the Celtics last year or a team like the Thunder this year, they just have guys that are average or above on offense and defense. So all these teams that would be in on Giannis, my advice would be, as great as Giannis is, and he's all-time great, he's game-changing, franchise-changing. If you're loaded with all these young guys, I think you kind of keep them. Now, if you're a team like Miami or if you're a team like New York that may not have that, that's different. But all these other teams that Kyle, you're referring to, I don't think it's necessarily smart for them to give up everything to get Giannis. Because I don't think you'd have enough to play with on the other end.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, stay in Milwaukee.
Hopefully the Bucks can get him to stay.
Here's what I noticed yesterday, and we're running up against the time. I'd love to keep Evan, honestly, to continue this conversation a lot longer, is when I looked at what you just said and what I watched in the Western Conference Finals, how physical it was. Giannis gets that every freaking game. But what I also realized was when we were having that conversation and thinking about how these teams are made and how they've gotten to the Eastern and Western Conference Finals, is maybe the worst thing the Bucks did was trade for Dame and not getting more pieces to surround Giannis.
Oh, the problem is the Bucks don't know how to.
You can't say that now. Can't say that now.
I can't. No, I know that. It's just a realization I had watching the game.
You had a two-way player.
They did the right thing in terms of at the moment you brought him something. It didn't work out. And it kept him there. Yeah. It just didn't work out. But gosh, now they're sitting here without any assets and no draft picks. You're like, I don't know how they get that around him other than time. And I don't know if he wants time. But like you mentioned.
Okay, no, that is true, but I don't think you can. And I know you're in agreement on this, Ben. I don't think we can go back and say, like, oh, they shouldn't have made that trade.
No.
By the way, I know you got to go, but can I just shout out one thing? Did you guys see the Wisconsin women's volleyball schedule release video today?
Yes, through pizza. Very well done.
Oh, so good. So for those who didn't see it, the Wisconsin women's volleyball team put out their schedule release video, and they made pizzas with toppings for every opponent. Then they cooked the pizza, and then you saw what the opponent was when the pizza was fully cooked. Unbelievable. Brilliant.
Maybe the football team needs to do something to attract talent, because I tell you, they suck.
You know what's also unbelievable, Evan?
Kyle, wait a minute. Kyle. Okay, Brad played for the Badgers. Ben played for the Badgers. I went to University of Wisconsin.
Cool. I love Wisconsin.
Kyle, you love the Badgers. I understand that. Are you more angry now about UW football than any Wisconsin sports team over the last 5 years at any time?
Oh, 100%. They're pathetic.
So more
right
than
now.
any drama around Rodgers, more than Dame. Well, I guess we all like the Dame trade at the time. But like, is there anything? There's another good one. anything over the last 5 years, Wisconsin sports, that gets everyone listening more angry than the current state of the Badger football team for Kyle Wallace?
Listen, all those teams you just talked about, the Packers with Aaron Rodgers, they still
Ben's
won.
Frustrated because he didn't come up with any of these angles. I get it. Go ahead.
They won.
I think it's
games.
average.
That's the thing, is they won games and they were entertaining. The Badger football program, we are hopeless. Do you know what the over/under win total is this year, Evan?
I don't.
5.5.
That's not ideal.
Yeah, that's not ideal. We were
$7.8 million in year 3, 5.5, and then after this, you're opening up the season at Lambeau Field against Notre Dame.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's a sad state of affairs. Very well put. But you're talking pizza, Evan.
But we're not. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean they're going to be bad. It just
they're
means
going to be bad. They're going to be bad, Evan.
I think
you've gone full Homer Wisconsin Badger now. They're going to stink. I'll tell you right now. Have fun watching Saturdays if you want to watch bad football. You've watched enough of the New England Patriots until they got Vrabel. Hopefully, they turn around for you there. But right now, you have 2 bad football teams.
Brad, are you silent on purpose here, or how do you feel about
I wish I had any sort of rebuttal, but it's 5.5, and I actually have the under. I think this team has lost its way.
Oh, my God.
Their identity, their schedule is a gauntlet, and they're just completely nationally irrelevant. And it cuts me at the core because this is the primary team I'm still a fan of, and my Sundays are just full of despair now. I'm not going to lie.
My dad, I'll leave you with this. My dad did not go to the University of Wisconsin. He's from the Bronx/Queens, New York, okay? So grew up city kind of feel, went to Queens College, didn't have that big school environment like I had. I went to University of Wisconsin. He comes to visit. My parents come to visit. My dad falls in love with it. Absolutely loves University of Wisconsin and literally has followed it for the last 20-plus years since. He is so angered that Jim Leonard is not the head coach. And I'm like, hey, relax. It's okay. Like, give me a break. Like, I'm all in on making sure and rooting for Coach Fickell, and I'm hoping that things are going to turn around. I just want him to be able to turn some people around and get some people kind of in his favor. I don't know who the public figures are that are kind of campaigning for him, and I think we need that. Maybe I'm volunteering for it, obviously for a trade for gear. But, I mean, maybe I'm volunteering for that, but we need more public figures kind of campaigning for this school right now.
They don't want – no. Forget campaigning. They need your money. I need a quarterback.
You're wrong.
And you don't have any money after Vegas, so you're not helping.
Yeah, I can't help with that. I got $3 on it.
Evan, I got to tell the BOGO boys over here, the buy one, get one. You talked about pizzas. We got Screaming Sicilian from Palermo's. We appreciate the Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? We appreciate all the thoughts and opinions here on Kyle Brust and Nortman. And we will be listening to you on Unsportsmanlike on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app. Check him out in the mornings. He's Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike.
Thanks, guys.
BOGO boys. You got to do this, Kyle. Stock up right now because you just said your girlfriend's not going to eat because you have no money.
Yeah.
Buy one, get one. Last day at Pick and Save and Metro Market for Screaming Sicilian.
What day?
Ending today.
Oh, yes.
I got mine yesterday. Literally loaded up.
Ending today on the Pick and Save and Metro Market BOGOs for Screaming Sicilian. So you're broke. And you'll be less broke.
Yes, my birthday party's coming and sponsored by Palermo's. They don't know that, but it's going to be all Palermo's pizza there.
Summer's around the corner, too. Make sure you're getting excited for Summerfest. You can buy $25 worth of participating items at Pick and Save at Metro Market and get 2 free Summerfest tickets. So a lot of great things, as always, from Palermo's. You know my favorite part about what Evan Cohen just did? He completely overshadowed a new segment. Wheel of Strofe. Wheel of Strofe. Do we have time to do it? Oh no, he's crying. He's sad.
He's
actually sad.
KBN.
What are you going to do with the video?
It was going to be on Snapchat if I got the pick right.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 43, we've got some backups from just past Silver Spring all the way down to Locust. Back on the brakes from North Avenue down through the Marquette. Northbound side slowing down from just before Fond du Lac Avenue to Keefe. Southbound 41, we've got some backups basically starting from just before Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live at State Fair Park. This Wednesday, it's Rebel Grace on the stage. Gates open at 6, live music at 7. 7. Summer fun this Wednesday at the Bud Pavilion. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, light chance for a shower, a low of 50. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with showers, a high 58 at the lake, 63 inland. Weather is brought to you by Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. WeatherTech Chicago is coming up June 6th through the 8th. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh for Universal Windows Direct. May is officially the kickoff to home improvement season, and now is the time to tackle those big projects you've been putting off. Right now, during the home improvement season sale, you'll get an incredible 50% off your windows. But it gets even better. For a limited time, you'll get no interest and no payments for 12 months, and you'll receive a free entry door with your window purchase. Call 414-410-2000 or visit UniversalWindowsDirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today.
Wade vs. Diener is about planting seeds of opportunity and watching them grow into something amazing. Join NBA and Marquette stars Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener and be part of this incredible journey at the Champions for Literacy celebration on June 27th. Or register your son or daughter for the Elite Youth Basketball Camp coached by Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener themselves on June 28th. Register at wadevsdiener.givesmart.com. That's wadevsdiener.givesmart.com.
Hey, I'm Mike with Infinity Exteriors. Over 25,000 homes across Wisconsin were hit hard by this most recent storm. And like clockwork, out-of-town roofers are already flooding in and then disappearing the moment the job's done. Choose local. We live here, we work here, and we stand behind every roof we install. Since 1997, Infinity Exteriors has helped more than 30,000 homeowners protect their homes and their peace of mind with no hidden costs, no fine print, and no confusion. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Everybody's stopping and staring at the lawn from Weed Man. KBN Nation, go to weedman.com, get 50% off your first treatment, half off weedman.com. They use that golf course quality fertilizer and effective weed control. And it all makes it nice and green. And I cut the grass, had some people over to the back patio, and they're like, look at this family. Look at these people. They had a child, they have a home, and they actually have a presentable home now, thanks to Weed Man.
And my girlfriend's mom did the barefoot walk test. She's from the Florida area on the grass.
Oh, did you pass?
Oh, she said it passed with flying colors.
Look at that.
Passed with flying colors.
Weedman.com. Weedman for the win. You know, who sent it? I think it was Brad that sent it to us. I mean, we had all had a feeling that 5.5 number was the number for the Wisconsin Badgers over-under win total. For those who don't know, there are 12 regular season games for the Badgers, 2 of which are very winnable against opponents like the opener against Miami, Ohio. And I believe there's a directional school thrown in there as well.
Middle Tennessee State?
Oh, the middle of the state, eh?
The middle.
You said direction.
Yeah, I know. The middle of Tennessee.
Middle.
So there you have it.
State.
That's 2 right there. And it's still 5.5. That's 2.
Yeah, that's
you get 2. So really, it's can they win 4 games out of 10?
Well, and I want you to look at the schedule and tell me the other 3 games they're going to win to go over, because when I look at this Wisconsin Badger team, Coach Fickle has had time now to build the team how he wants to. We've even had plenty of people on here, and I've talked to many people in the industry that says the turnover of the roster, the turnover of the team happens at a breakneck pace. So you can get the guys in that you want.
Did you see Indiana last year?
Just like that. Overnight, they've become a program that's to be respected. But the Wisconsin Badgers, here's what I fear. If and when the Badgers fall below that, they don't become bowl eligible, and if they win 5 or less games, I think the support for this team and this organization and coach, it will start to cycle into a spiral that you can't get out of. Because I've already talked to committed Badger fans that said, I might not renew my season tickets.
Oh,
I might not give. I might not contribute to the NIL because I don't believe in the direction of this program, and I'm so distraught over what I see on the field. And then the money dries up, and it gets even worse. So you're looking at a program this year that if you do get 5 wins or loss, there might be no coming back from it. It might be irreparable if you do struggle to have any sort of relevancy and any sort of success this year. That is what I fear for the Wisconsin Badger football team.
Yeah, you know the Badgers ended the season on a 5-game losing streak last year.
And embarrassing losses.
It's terrible.
It's like you, for Oregon, kept it close, but then against Minnesota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you got routed.
But they don't even show a level of heart, you know? Like
I know Bradley. I know Bradley.
It's hard. It's hard to watch.
I know.
I can imagine this
know.
team starting 2-0 or maybe 3-1 because they have Maryland early, and then just losing. And legitimately, this team could be 3-1 and all of a sudden lose the rest of their games.
Everyone take a deep breath. What's going to happen is going to happen. And they're either going to have my eyes for all 12 games or I'm going to quit pretty early because I saw the end of last season, as you mentioned, a 5-game losing streak. Jordan Love threw out the first pitch. Strofe may be more athletic at baseball than Jordan Love. I can't believe I ever say that, but I still want to know, is Matthew Golden actually going to connect with Jordan Love? I don't know if time for that, but Brad's got a good take, so I'm going to get to break now.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We were going to extend more invites, but I just jumped the gun for some reason at the meeting because I thought I was being like funny and personable, and I just don't know how to read the room. I was like, oh, this guy who doesn't know me, he's going to think it's hilarious that I'm with Josh, and I'm saying, hey, Josh, you didn't get the first round invite. Suck it.
In what world would that person find that funny, though?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
At Potawatomi, where ways to win are endless, another chance to capture epic cash and prizes comes Friday, June 27th. It's the season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty come together for drawings where $300,000 in cash and prizes is there for the taking. Be there to win your share. June 27th only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 years old to play.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, The Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnatthebog.com.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law offices.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food Store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 4.75 to 16-ounce selected varieties Frito-Lay Lay's, Kettle Chips, or Red Gold Pretzels, 2 for $5. 8 to 16-ounce selected varieties Old Dutch Tortilla, Potato, or Kettle Chips, or Salsa, 2 for $5.50. 2.37 to 3.5-ounce selected varieties McCormick Grill Made Spices, 2 for $4. 14-ounce or 6-ounce selected varieties Haagen-Dazs Ice Cream or Bars, $3.99.
Ooh, pineapple fulfills every need.
While you're shopping, a drive way back, it's a gunner.
There's something goofy going on with the PA.
Need a price check and I'll take me out to the ball game.
See, what is going on?
You're hearing things. We're at Century Foods, and you can't take your mind off winning that ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes.
I'm hoping to throw out the first pitch at a Milwaukee baseball game.
Or attend batting practice.
Or hold the finish line ribbon for the racing sausages.
You don't say.
The ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes at Century Foods. Enter on Century's Facebook or Instagram by July 30th.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
How you gonna debut something without my voice, bro? You could have AI me. Damn.
Yeah, you could have AI'd him. Oh, why are you so sad?
Yeah, Stroh's mailing it in.
Oh my gosh.
You're crying. You're crying.
Hey, don't be in my ear talking like that. That potty mouth.
Yeah.
All stressed out. He gonna take care of it.
Road America is America's national park of speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay, Milwaukee, and Great Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary Road Chorus with free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Their concession stands are amazing. Whenever they keep adding clean bathrooms, it is an experience. WeatherTech Chicago is up next, June 6th through the 8th. You come for the experience and stay for the race. Camp on site. I'm telling you, that is the way to do it. Schedule it, camp on site at Road America. Coming up next in Madison is Jim, Matt, and Molly. In Beaver Dam, you have Corey and Wally and the Dam Sports Show. And we're with you on 94.5 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee in 2 short minutes. Strofe, it's going to be all right, buddy.
I don't know, man.
Sure gonna go to the record store.
Southbound on 43, backing up from just before Hampton, pretty much all the way down through the Marquette, down to the Kinnickinnick River. So that's going to be a long crawl. The northbound side is backing up out of the Marquette all the way up to Keith. On southbound 41, backing up from before Good Hope Road all the way down to about Burleigh. Northbound is heavy from Watertown Plank Road all the way up past Hampton. And we do have a crash on 94 eastbound on the left shoulder right about at 68. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, slight chance for a shower, a low of 50. Then tomorrow, mostly cloudy with showers, a high of 58 at the lake, 63 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards, they're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel, it's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. WeatherTech Chicago is up next on June 6th through the 8th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. We making noise.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
He's broke Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust alongside Brad Nortman.
I don't think Tori knew.
Strophy's running the show. One sec, Kyle. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talking text line. You can see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Make sure you download the new ESPN Wisconsin app to get all your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows. Joining us now is Tori Lowe, looking fresh.
Hey. What's happening then?
What's happening in?
Hey, just off a fresh holiday weekend.
What does Tori not know, Kyle?
Tori, you know where I was last weekend?
You was at the bachelor party.
Okay, so you didn't know I was going to Vegas.
Yeah, you was going to Vegas.
Yeah. Vegas.
Hopefully you didn't end up like the Hangover.
No, didn't. Partially, bro.
Come back with the Mike Tyson tattoo.
No black guy, just empty pockets.
You know how much cash he brought?
To the bachelor
you gotta
party?
take a guess.
Yeah,
What do you think he brought?
Because you bring cash to Vegas, right?
He's more constrained with the cash. So I say $100.
See, that's Tori. See, Tori know me. Now that's
$3. No, what? Yes, what? No way.
Hey, you want to know the funniest story? When I got back to Milwaukee,
$3. Wait a minute.
When it was gone, it was gone.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you try to go gamble and try to get the money? Because you can go to the quarter slots.
No.
You going to Vegas, you can try to
could
boost it up through the penny slots, the nickel slots.
That I had to be selective for who I was tipping. That was my tip money.
You went down there like you was the bachelor.
Yeah, you right. You ain't never lied. I sure did. But I spent more on my credit card. You know the crazy part is I was going through my backpack when I was looking for my wallet, and I found $40 in my pocket. At the end of the trip, I found $40 in my backpack.
The laundry money.
I said, dang.
How can you be so regimented with money
and
then just
find $40?
$40 misplaced. How is that possible?
Why are you laughing like
Because
that?
the only reason I had this money is because, as y'all know, I went to St. Martin with baby girl. And, of course, baby girl, she got a little bit more sense than I do. So she goes to the bank to pull out $300 because I wouldn't allow for more. She can do whatever she wants.
Right.
She can do whatever she wants.
She on a budget.
It doesn't sound like she can do whatever she wants.
Without hearing my voice. Be like, dang, we need all that money. She was right. But that money was extra money that we had left over that she gave
He
to
don't
me
have the
'cause I
Travis
needed some
Hunter money.
No.
Like he don't.
Oh, leave that boy
Have
alone.
the $600,000 to gift his girl.
What happened with Travis Hunter?
Well, he got married
without a prenup.
Oh,
that happens.
There's just been some stuff that's a little,
Nah, he did that, man. Leave that young man alone.
Yeah,
live your life.
That's his wife now. And if you like
live
her
your
or not,
life.
that's Miss Hunter.
I think it's Mrs.
Right.
Is it Mrs.?
Mrs.
Once you get married.
She taking that R.
Oh yeah, with the R, the RS.
Yeah. She be. If I was Travis Hunter, I'd be like, you ain't got it. Ain't no Ms. It's Mrs. I don't want nobody to get confused.
A lot of people was going crazy talking about he ain't have a prenup. He gave her expensive, lavish gifts. I said, if you're getting a $40 million contract, that's a tax write-off.
Oh, wow. Donating to women's a tax write-off. I didn't know that.
Hey, you can write. Hey,
Kyle's like, I got to look into that.
Just saying.
I could have done that in Vegas.
Yeah,
Donated to the women.
I could have boosted the economy in Vegas for sure if I would have known it was a donation. I would have said, come here, girl. Come here.
Hey, it's got to be a
Well,
gift.
easy now. That's not a little
Come here.
That's what do with the gentleman.
Please come here.
It's easy.
Jaire Alexander, Tori.
Here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
I mean, it's a lot of drama with that. But
What do you mean drama?
I think it's more positive drama right now.
I agree.
Progressing.
I think that because this week is positive drama.
Yes.
Okay.
So
At the moment.
Right.
So, but like
The soap opera.
is that everyone's first thought when they hear Jaire's drama?
Yes. Diva.
What? Why is he a diva?
Because
I just want market research just from you.
Only reason I say that is because at the end or toward the end, when Packers get ready to decide to release somebody or keep somebody, they become divish in their attitude.
At the Packers or the player?
Just the player. The player. You know, the players like, Favre, Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about the superstars, toward the end. Like it's always something where this soap opera takes place, and now we're at the positive end of the soap opera because we want to get a return on the investment. So if he can play, we can get our return. We feel like it's worth it, right? So this week we're excited because we want our superstar cornerback to play. We want that.
But do you think his on-field production is worth it, though? Worth the potential distraction? I think last year was more miscommunication. 2023, that was a circus. But do you think it's worth the on-field play and the question mark of availability if he can be on the roster?
Well, the way that the roster looking right now, we might have some good pieces right now, and you put Jaire right where he's supposed to be. If he can get 10 games, we may have a quality product out here to challenge.
Well, it depends on what 10 games it is.
For the Super Bowl.
See. You jumped too far. Because you know what? He broke his own rule. You broke your own rule. You know why?
Why?
Because when have the Packers done the one thing that Tori Lowe has been asking for since I started doing this with you probably 4 years ago?
Edge rusher, to get me
a game wrecker. A game. Where is that? How are you going to throw the word Super Bowl with that?
And you're right.
You got a little ahead of yourself.
Hold on.
Jaire is
right.
excited.
Okay, thank you for paying attention to at least to what I was saying about the edge.
I agree,
but
Tori,
you're right.
actually.
You're right, Ben. All I'm saying is there are some surprising pieces for the Packers if they can come together.
Tori,
Tori,
stop it. Don't you backtrack from you said what you said because yes, they need an edge rusher, but peep this. The Packers
I said challenge.
No,
too.
but the Packers, what we found last year, we found that Keyshawn Nixon can play on the outside, right? We don't debate whether or not he can play on the outside. We know he can play on the outside.
He needs help.
Exactly. He's not your number one corner. We know Nate Hobbs has the ability to be versatile, play inside and outside, and he's been a pretty good corner out there with the Las Vegas Raiders. Now coming here to Green Bay, we think he's going to be good. We know Carrington Valentine is good enough to compete with a lot of guys. He's not going to dominate a Justin Jefferson, but he goes out there and fights. So you're talking about
he's a good piece.
We got three guys that I think are above average cornerbacks in the NFL. That
above average.
Okay, good.
That's high praise.
I think
they can
those,
compete.
I think those
I was going to say
they're competitors.
They're competitors. They're not like they're getting torched every single week.
Right.
You add Jaire Alexander. Now you're talking about you got four guys that are Jaire makes everybody better because Jaire takes away the number one guy. Those guys can compete with number 2 and number 3 wide receivers. That, to me, makes the defensive line better. Rashawn Gary, we give him a lot of gruff because of the fact that he's not living up to the contract, but he ain't chopped liver. He's just not living up to what we expect him to be. And so then you have Edgerrin Cooper as well, who may be helping this defense get better. I do agree with you, Tori. I feel like Jaire Alexander, he isn't a missing piece for a Super Bowl, but he puts this Packer football team in the conversation
and it makes them competitive. All I'm saying is that makes them competitive to compete. Now, with the edge rusher, with the enforcer idea, you could take it all the way to the Super Bowl. But I'm saying that without that element, we're just going to be in competition. We're not going to be out of any games, really. We're going to always be in the middle of games with that in the lineup, with Jaire in the lineup, with what we have, with the talent that we have.
Well, I feel like the Packers put themselves in a position where they got to figure it out with Jaire, because if you're not going to upgrade the D-line, then your back end has to be pretty darn elite.
Stout.
Sure does.
So, like, if you say, you know what, we're good with our D-line, and whatever pressure we think they can give us, you are painting yourself into a corner.
Right.
Where it's like, we got to figure it out with Jaire because one of those layers need to have a little bit of elite to it.
To me, I'm a front end guy. I believe that the defensive line sets the tone for the cornerback.
You saw what that
if you
is on the
apply pressure,
Super Bowl.
If you apply pressure, you get more takeaways. You know, you get more turnovers,
Opportunities.
Cornerbacks never are the leaders of the defense. I mean, they're tough.
That's true.
They're skilled, but the D line sets the tone for the defense. So if the D line doesn't set the tone for those cornerbacks and the linebackers, you don't have a championship defense.
No, the front seven is what wins championships. You never talk about, oh my goodness, I'm telling you, those back four or back five guys, that's elite. They're going to
never hear that.
No, it's the front seven that's able to stop the run. The front seven that's able to get some type of pressure that creates more opportunities for the defensive backs.
Look even better.
And they could, our defensive backs can help the defensive line, but championships are won through the front seven.
Yep, I agree.
As I look at both sides of the ball, the offense has to be good because of who the head coach is and who the quarterback is. I don't even want to go through the rest of the roster. Like based off your coach quarterback, you need to be good next year with how much you're paying Jordan Love and the success we've seen for Matt LaFleur. Jeff Hafley had a top 10 defense. I would say, I thought it was impressive, but gosh darn, with that schedule, it'd be hard to do when really what have they added to the defense that you are like, oh, wow, this is going to really change the way that this defense goes. Nobody on the line.
I agree.
Hobbs is a versatile corner. Couple of later round picks that you hope pop 99 will shine.
Well, it's crazy too when you think about the defense, because you're right. Even if they got a good secondary, nobody's afraid of the front seven, right? There's a number of different defenses the Packers play where you say, oh man, that defense is a little scary. It incites a little bit of fear.
Wow.
But the Packers defense, they ranked high statistically, and we think there's good players on there, but they still lack the ability to strike fear into your opponent.
For the last 4 or 5 seasons, maybe even 6 seasons, the Packers defense looked good on paper.
On paper. No one's afraid of them.
They have looked good on paper, and they've always been able to swim around the top of the defensive class in the top 10. All I'm saying is to get that missing piece, to get that defensive line in a space where they can apply more pressure, get more takeovers, make it easier for these corners to really show their real skill. You're going to have a problem with just depending on corners to really try to carry the team. And that's not going to happen this year. If that's
not how you win the word you said earlier.
That's not going to win the Super Bowl.
What we listen to, Tori?
This is Reverb.
What are we trying to do?
Yeah, Free Bird.
You didn't say it
Free
right?
Bird! Free Bird Nerd!
Did you choose this song, Stro?
Free my homie Bird Nerd!
This is the Schroff surprise special.
All right, so I gotta open up.
What did he ask for?
I don't know. I never know. Is the issue.
Well, come on. What did he say?
I legitimately don't know.
Tori, what did you say?
He said, I legitimately don't know.
I said, well, like I said, I like the surprises because I'm a rock and roll guy.
This was a good jam.
I was in a band. I was in a band for 8 years. Yeah, so I really.
So here's the thing.
I rocked out to this one.
So for the last, I don't know, what would you say, Tori, 2 months or so?
Yeah.
You've been coming in here and telling me a song, and I have not been playing any of them.
You know, I pick more urban ideas, and Strophy's more of a
well, look at him.
Yeah,
he's suburban.
Yeah.
Well, I like surprising him and making him play along like he picked it the whole time.
But I like
then he called Freebird Reverb, and he sold us out.
Yeah, I like this one, though.
Did you put him in? Did you let him know in his ear what it's called?
I
still
did as
messed
he
it
was
up?
talking, yes.
Oh, no.
You should have spoken more clearly. I didn't know what you said either.
We had Mbop last week. That should have been
But I like that.
Yeah, Tori ain't
I like Mbop. You know,
You like Hanson?
Yeah, I did. I mean, the kids loved Hanson when I was coming.
UWD go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of UWD, my auntie hit me up and said, Kyle, you got to give me that. What's that phone number for Universal Windows Direct? I got to call them. I said, Auntie, I'm going to take care of you just like I take care of KBN Nation. I told her, Auntie, call 414-410-2000 or visit UWD.com. That's UWD.com for your chance to schedule your free in-home estimate. And I told my auntie they got a great sale going on right now in the month of made because during their home improvement sale, you'll get an incredible 50% off your windows. Yes, half off your windows. She said, oh, is that right? I said, yes, it is. And to make it even better, for a limited time only, everybody, including my auntie and everybody in KBN Nation, will get no interest and no payments for 12 months. That's an entire year to enjoy your new windows before you pay a single cent. So I'm telling y'all this right now. If you're looking to upgrade your windows, do it with Universal Windows Direct. Get rid of those old, drafty, worn-out windows. Get with Universal Windows Direct, and I promise you'll be satisfied. Again, call them at 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And I'm telling you, this month, celebrate comfort, curb appeal, and serious savings with Universal Windows Direct. And like me, you'll be saying, and my auntie soon, I love my windows.
Oh, wow.
The debut of Wheel of Strophe is coming up next, folks. Don't go anywhere.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
What are you going to do with the video?
It was going to be on Snapchat if I got the pick right.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 41, we got some backups from before Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound side's going to be backed up as well from just before Mayfair Road all the way up to Silver Spring. We got southbound 43 backing up from just before Capitol all the way down through the Marquette past Lapham. The northbound side slowing down from Kilbourne all the way up to Keith. And westbound 94, watch for delays from 27th Street past Mitchell Boulevard. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies. Slight chance for a shower, a low of 50. Then tomorrow, mostly cloudy with showers, a high of 58 at the lake, 63 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazada on 94.5 ESPN.
Your chance to spend an afternoon on the links with ESPN Milwaukee is just a tap away. The 2025 Delzer ESPN Milwaukee Open happens July 15th at the Ball Golf Course, and we're inviting a lucky ESPN Milwaukee fan and 3 guests. Hang out with your favorite ESPN Milwaukee hosts, play around at one of Wisconsin's most popular courses, and enjoy food and drinks throughout the day. Open up the contest tab in the ESPN Wisconsin app and register for your chance to win this fan foursome with ESPN Milwaukee.
Sip into a flawless summer. Hey, it's KBN's Brad Nortman. Let carbless, ready-to-drink cocktails be your passport to pool parties, patio hangouts, cookouts, and pure summer bliss. Carbless is here to spark a summer of flavor and fun. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, just 100 calories, and of course, all the good vibes. From fruity flavors to refreshing fizz, Carbless stands out in a sea of same-old seltzers. See what flavors fit your summer. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com and enter to win a flawless summer prize pack today.
At Potawatomi, where ways to win are endless, another chance to capture epic cash and prizes comes Friday, June 27th. It's the season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty come together for drawings where $300,000 in cash and prizes is there for the taking. Be there to win your share. June 27th only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 years old to play.
Brewers and Padres action is coming at you June 6th through the 8th. Catch an electric weekend of baseball as 2 of the game's youngest superstars square off. The first Friday game of June means Wisconsinites can grab half-off tickets to the Brewers series opener on the 6th, then score one of the top giveaways of the season, a Jackson Churio replica jersey presented by Chevrolet for the first 25,000 ticketed fans through the gates June 7th. Get seats at Brewers.com.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Oh, that's right. If you are looking for a place where you can make your life a little bit better, you need to talk to my friends at Bank 59. That is their mission statement, after all, make lives better. If you're a customer, then you already know all the ways that Bank 59 is making your life better. Everything in your financial life that Bank 59 is able to put their fingerprints on, boom. You are able to sleep more at night. You can trust that a true local community bank has your back and is following through. You work too hard for that money to put it just anywhere. You have to put it in a place you can trust, that you know is going to be around, that you know is going to go over and beyond your expectations in your financial world. That's because, Bank 59, that stands for 1859. That is when the bank was founded. If you're around that long, then you're doing something right. Bank 59 is making the lives better of their employees, their customers, and everybody in southeastern Wisconsin with charitable giving and volunteer work that is off the charts. I see it and I'm updated with it all the time. It's truly amazing to see what Bank 59 is doing in the community. So if you're looking for that true local community bank and you want your life to be a little bit better, then check out my friends at Bank 59, bank59.com, member FDIC.
How did that sound, Strofe?
Music to my ears, Benny.
Oh, look at him smiling.
Oh, he's perked back up, boys.
Oh, he's smiling now.
Back
For those who missed it, we have retired and buried Becoming Relevant. It is no longer a segment on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. So we turn it over now to Alex Strofe on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line, and on YouTube where you can see the Wheel of Strofe.
Oh!
Wheel of Strofe.
And I welcome you to the debut edition of the Wheel of Strofe here on KBN. 5 options today on the wheel.
Oh, wow.
5 options
big.
today on the wheel. Here are your options. Bathroom etiquette. Option number 1.
Well, what
Wheel of Strofe.
What color am I writing that in?
That's up to you.
Let's go yellow.
Yeah,
for Tinkle.
Yes, a bathroom in yellow feels like it goes right.
I wonder why that is.
New marker. Whoa!
Oh,
Coming in hot.
I can't. I threw like Jordan Love over there.
Oh, wow. You're gonna
We
bury your
probably
boy
should
like
have
that?
tested the markers on the wheel before we started this game, huh?
That works. Bathroom.
Flag football. Category number 2.
Flag football.
I like that one.
Flag football. That's red.
Category 3. Rodgers.
Oh no, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
That should have been red.
For the
We'll go
devil.
green. He did play for the Packers and the Jets.
Category 4. New friend? Question mark.
Oh wow.
Blue.
So intriguing.
Yeah.
New friend.
And your 5th and final category, roller coaster.
Oh wow. Don't like those.
Kyle hates those.
Yeah. Let people die. Splat. Remember.
It's time to spin the Wheel
of
Strofe.
Wheel of Strofe. And we're off.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Of
Freaking course.
Of course.
Of course.
Rodgers is what we landed on
Wheel of Strofe. Okay, I get it.
It's like Wheel of Fortune, right?
Exactly.
Aaron Rodgers at a golf event this weekend talking to Bears fans.
I'm guessing you're like the normal Bears fan. The best thing about Bears fans is every year, this is our year. This is our year. We added this guy and that guy, and we got a new coach from Detroit. Oh, man. Look out. This is it. Right? Packers fans, we know that, right? And what does every coach that signs with the Bears say? We got to beat the Packers, right?
Yeah.
Packers don't give.
Packers don't give a bleep, says the former Packers quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, endearing from AR-12 for the first time in a while?
Listen, I don't know if it's the Brett Favre documentary or what it is, or Favre's now a little bit more distance from the Packers. But, man, he's starting to increase on the likability scale for me. I mean, anytime you can bury the Bears organization, throw a little shade at him, I'm here for it. It's hilarious. And he does own the Chicago Bears, so he's every right to say it.
I'm just glad the boy didn't forget his roots. You know, sometimes the bird flocks and flies away from home, and they forget how to get back. See, Aaron Rodgers still knows where home is, and home is in Green Bay, and home is Hayden, the terrible Chicago Bears. I love it.
I'm a little worried because this is an Expo marker, and it's not coming off the wheel.
Oh, no.
It's not a Sharpie.
Wait. Expo should come off.
No, duh.
Huh.
You got any erasers over
No,
there?
You got nothing on Rodgers, Benny, or you just
No,
focused
I'm
on
worried about
holding
the wheel. The wheel of Strofe is my focus.
Oh, okay. I have nothing to help you with over here. There is an eraser.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's an eraser. An Expo eraser.
Why are you throwing it so weird?
My left hand is not my good hand.
Is it working?
It's working. It's working.
Okay.
Oh, it's good.
Put a little saliva on it.
I did.
A little bit of elbow grease.
All right, time to spin the wheel of Strofe.
Kyle wants to be part of it
You
so
want to be?
bad.
Yeah, you got more FOMO than Strofe.
What happened to the music? Oh, new music.
Bathroom?
Bathroom.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. As they all are. The
wheel
of
Strofe. Kyle, every time it's late.
So I was in the restroom earlier today.
TMI?
Not yet.
Did you forget to flush again?
No, not this time. But I was sitting, right? So I was in a stall.
Goodness gracious.
I mean,
how often do you sit in this building?
Maybe 3 times a week.
Oh, gosh.
And I sneezed. There were multiple other individuals in the room. Do you, A, say bless you?
Of course.
Or B, ignore it because they're in the restroom?
Oh, I ignore it. I don't know
Bless
who that
you.
is. No.
Yeah.
They doing business. That's weird.
But it's reaction.
I check in. Like, everything good in there? God bless you.
They
you know?
knock on the stall next to you.
Everything good? God bless you.
So nobody blessed me, and I was slightly offended.
You should be.
I would have blessed you.
Well, here's the issue, Benny. I blessed me.
No, you didn't.
I'm in a stall.
No, you didn't. Come on.
I'm hidden.
You did the Quentin Williams?
Nobody knows I was the one that sneezed. So I sneezed.
What do you mean
and
they
then I
didn't
said-
know that you were the one that sneezed?
And I said, because it's a different noise than bless you. So I, and then I, bless you.
Is that how you said it?
And then I laughed a little bit.
Oh, so now we know
Oh
who's
my gosh.
sitting on the toilet.
Stroke's living in his
you
own
are-
world.
This
What
is
tone?
quite the
What
day.
tone did you use when you said bless you? Was
I
it like
gotta- I
that?
got to run through it. So I went, then there was a little bit of silence. Bless you.
So it's kind of an impatient bless you.
But like
Like a bless you.
Him in the mood today.
You didn't say thank you?
No, I didn't do the Quentin Williams all the way. I wanted to keep at least a little bit of anonymity.
Anonymity?
Anonymity, thank you.
Thank you, Brad.
Bro, you literally just had a bit for yourself.
Yeah, but now it's a bit for all of you because I'm telling you about it.
All right, well.
Well, hold
I
on.
was with you on the bless you, but then
I
Right now, the Wheel of Strofe stinks.
The most fun part is saying Wheel of Stroke.
Wheel of Strofe. Can I go to the next topic?
One more spin.
Golly, you need better topics. Red. Flag football. We've missed roller coasters and new friend. I really want a new friend.
Those sound like the most
Wait, we get the audible.
news-
We get the audible, don't we?
We get one audible?
No, I get one override per week.
Yes.
You guys get nothing.
Oh wait, I thought
we are whatever the wheel tells us to do.
I want new
The
friends.
good news is we can do new friends tomorrow.
No. We did flag football last week. I want to know new friends.
But you don't even know where I'm going with this.
Well, I want to make sure because
Kyle,
you gave me a ride. We're
this
not
is
new
the
friends.
first time we ever do Wheel of Strofe, and you're changing the rules.
That's true. I mean, a little Ben Brust energy, but you know what?
Or do we get one spin a day?
Landed on flag football again.
He stopped.
It's flag football. Let's go.
All right, so
Is it good?
Daryl, it's good. I think. We'll see what
Well,
you
yeah,
think.
that doesn't matter. I don't know why I asked.
Doucette the third has been the United States quarterback for the last 5 years, since 2020.
5'8", little mighty Mike.
We've talked about him before. Actually, only 5'7", not 5'8".
Oh, that's even worse. Short
Daryl
team, huh?
Doucette has been making the rounds now, as last week The NFL owners approved NFL players to participate in flag football in the 2028 Olympics. Daryl Doucette went to the medium everybody goes to when they are mad at people, which of course is
Twitter X.
Not that one. TMZ, right? Show up on TMZ. Daryl Doucette over the weekend. Daryl Doucette III, 5'7", remind you, said this on TMZ. This is not AI. This is not a joke. This was literally said by a 5'7" man. I didn't even tell. 5'7" man on TMZ this weekend.
How tall is he?
At the end of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game. I know he's right now the best in the league. I know he's more accurate. I know he has all these intangibles. But when it comes to flag football, I feel like I know more than him.
Daryl, I all due respect to your 5'7" stature, you're not even in the same conversation as Patrick Mahomes. If we're talking hoops, if we're talking baseball, if we're talking flag football, if we're talking ping pong, give me Mahomes.
They both got some funky voices.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the voice threw me off. Is that an accent?
At the end of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes.
Is he from Louisiana?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
At the end of the day, he sounds like from Louisiana. Can I just?
Kind of sounds like he's from Canada.
Yeah. Daryl Doucette does know there's high school kids that could take his spot if they tried.
Oh wow.
What do you mean? Oh wow. You know what I mean? Athlete. Flag. This flag. We didn't even know we had a USA flag football team.
Daryl Doucette, born in New Orleans, Louisiana.
How about that?
I mean, when you say at the end of the day.
Have you seen him throw a football?
Yes, not very good.
It is horrible.
He's more of an athlete.
Horrible. It is
How does one find themselves into flag football?
You can't
my
make
question
it in the
is,
real game?
could you not make it at D3? Can you not?
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty-
like where do you say?
At
go
the
in
end
flag?
of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm telling that Creole New Orleans, that NOLA. Yeah, he's. I don't want to knock him because he is the best now, but like you're the best.
There's no competition.
Exactly, that's the thing. Like I'm telling you, I can find 10 high schoolers in the state of Wisconsin, 10 that can go and beat the USA flag football team. No lie. There's 10 kids in the state that could be better than them.
How do you know that?
Because okay.
Have you watched any USA flag football?
Okay.
I actually saw Daryl Doucette III highlights this weekend. Guy's kind of nasty.
He's shifty.
No.
He's kind of nasty.
So you're going to take him over Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson?
No, you just heard what I said. No, but he looked kind of nasty. He was eluding pressure, and then he was throwing like 40-yard dots.
Strofe, you do realize
I'll send you the highlight reel. The guy's kind of nasty.
Literally, there's kids around here that are more athletic than Daryl Doucette.
But here's the thing, I agree with you. Sean Clifford would start over him on the flag football team.
He's not that athletic, though, so he may not be good at flag, but we can't run.
Yeah, running and elusiveness is key.
And that does it for the first edition of
Wheel of Strofe! Wheel of Strofe! Wheel of Strofe!
Wheel!
Wheel!
Stop. No, I need to do it. I need to know.
Should we all do it together?
No.
Yes, come on. We got to do it together so we have a new one. We have me.
For the new one, don't play anything. This is just us, okay?
Wheel of Strofe!
I'm surprised after you jumped the gun. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Wheel of Strofe!
Wait, let me do it again. Wait, because I thought he was going to play it with it.
Go to break.
No. Wheel of Strofe. Wait, 3, 2, 1.
Wheel of
Show AI me, bro.
Get us out.
Wait, come on.
I'm done. I
Wheel
quit.
of Strofe.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Gonna practice on your own time.
Kyle.
I know.
Kyle.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound 41, it's a heavy ride from before Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. You're back on the brakes from National all the way down through the hill onto 894 eastbound. Northbound's heavy from just before Mayfair Road all the way up past Hampton. And then westbound 94, watch for delays from 25th Street all the way past to Hawley Road. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live at State Fair Park. This Wednesday, it's Rebel Grace on the stage. Gates open at 6, live music at 7. Summer fun this Wednesday at the Bud Pavilion. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, slight chance for a shower, low of 50. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with showers, a high of 58 at the lake, 63 inland. Weather's brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
I'm Monica Kessler.
Monica makes sure that everything at Kessler's is worthy of a lifetime warranty.
The quality of your ring is incredibly important when it comes to diamond setting, ring sizing, and repairs.
Monica has been part of Kessler's since she was 6 years old.
Let me tell you how to judge the quality of the jewelry you're buying.
It's easier than you think.
All you have to do is read the warranty.
Most stores offer a 5-year warranty, but Kessler's offers a lifetime warranty, the strongest in the world.
We can do it because we put more gold in your jewelry.
When a jeweler wants to make a bigger profit, they put less gold into the jewelry. This makes it thinner and easier to break.
Theirs might look like ours at first glance, but Kessler's jewelry is made not to break, and that takes more gold.
We give you a lifetime warranty because our jewelry is made to last forever, just like your love.
Gold is more than $2,000 an ounce.
Kessler's gives you more gold, a lot more gold.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a star-studded group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 6th through the 8th with an exciting team competition and a new tournament home at TPC, Wisconsin. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Megan Maroney with special guest Clint Black on Friday, June 6th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I've got to tell you about my go-to car wash, Tsunami Express. Get your ride looking its best and ride the wave at Tsunami Express Car Wash, Milwaukee's fan favorite for that perfect shine. Sign up for a monthly membership and enjoy unlimited washes for less than $1 a day. Skip the wait with the fast lane and take advantage of great perks. With locations in Midtown Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, and Mount Pleasant, Tsunami Express has you covered. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Visit TsunamiExpress.com to learn more. Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman. A big focus in America today is your health. And you can't be fully healthy if you are not physically mobile to do the things you want to do. If you're someone that keeps on experiencing that joint pain, then you need to visit QC Kinetics. When I go to QC Kinetics' Greenfield location, I am amazed at everything that they have to give you your life back and finally fix that pain that you're experiencing. Everything they do is top of the line. From the free consultation where you can get an ultrasound of your joints and see what is nagging you in real time, to the effective and long-lasting treatments of PRP and stem cells that they offer to give you long-lasting pain relief. Be one of the tens of thousands of other patients who now have a pain-free life because of the treatments they received at QC Kinetics. Call QC Kinetics today for your free consultation. 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
She told me, honey, pick your poison, mine's a lemon and gin with a hit. I mix some pretty poison over the head. I'll admit, I'm kinda craving the taste of something new. So come on, honey, pick your poison.
The Princeton Club in New Berlin is a fantastic place for you to further your health and get better. There's nothing like the pool that is going to be electric all summer long. With the free childcare with the membership, you drop the kids off, you get your workout. Got as of today, 16-month-old. Doing swimming lessons. Gonna bring her to the pool. She loves the pool already at swimming lessons. Soft pretzels that ended up with a little.
Just like that.
That's too big. I think the salt, she can have some salt, but those are probably too big.
Hey, don't be feeding my I guess that's my on-air niece. Don't be feeding
my on-air niece.
Don't be feeding her things
Uncle
that gonna
Kyle?
upset her tummy. You know she got a weak tummy like her daddy.
Yes, that's true. But I can hang out with her and my fiance, soon-to-be wife, at the Princeton Club and have a great time and get better, having a strong mind, a strong body, while helping have a strong community. Oh, man, I'm so glad we have not gotten to this yet. This was a wild thing for someone to do. So, Pratik, who used to be on air, he used to produce Homer and Gabe.
Yeah.
He gets things organized, like goes out of his way. And so I've said, hey, like I'm going to have a lot of stuff going on, but if you keep inviting me, I will make some of these weekends to play pickleball. And I was like, you know what? I could use a workout. It's a long weekend. So I said, yes, I can play Sunday at 9:30. So he texted me and somebody else on Saturday night, letting us know at a decent hour, like 10 p.m. I don't know. We're adults. Us three are all in our 30s. Still efforting for a fourth tomorrow at 9:30. Haven't heard from blah, 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 but we'll keep you all posted. Then he follows up and says, we're all good. Got a fourth for 9:30. So I'm going to bed thinking, this is great.
I like that.
I mean, twos is better. Twos is better. Ones are hard, too much working out. 9:26 on Sunday. Pratika said, walking over. The person he also got said, me too. I was sitting there already. Bleep. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to have to bail. I'm helping a friend move.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm helping a friend move on the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah, and telling you guys this right before.
3 minutes before we're about to play?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That sounds fabricated.
Wait, at 9:30? You helping somebody move at 9:30 in the morning?
On Sunday.
Hell no.
Oh, man, I forgot. Can you believe it? What are the odds?
So of course, I couldn't leave it be.
What'd you say?
I followed up. I said, this was after we're done playing, having a drink at the bar, just like it was Sunday. I was like, oh, everyone's napping at my house. They were soccer fans. I guess it was a big deal this weekend for all you Premier League people.
Oh, yeah. They won the championship or whatever. But okay, so what'd you say? Oh, I hope.
Can I get a picture of the move, ?
Oh, my gosh.
And of course, I also said, or just come clean.
Oh, wow. So
I gave 2 options.
Confronting
You thought you were lying?
the allegation.
Do I know this person?
Yeah. He used to be on air too, part-time producer.
Oh.
DJ.
Oh, I just saw him having a conversation.
Yeah, how was he? Did he look like he was sore?
Was his back tight? Calluses on his hands?
He was moving pretty fluidly. I ain't gonna lie. It don't look like he hurt his back at all lifting no boxes.
Wow.
And he didn't respond.
Oh, wow. Was he responsible before?
So here's the thing, and I heard from rumors that he was doing some things Saturday. And so my whole thing is
I was with him on Saturday.
You were with him on Saturday.
Plot
What were y'all
thickens.
doing? The only thing I want in that situation is just be like, dude, I woke up. It's just not happening. You know what I mean? Like, just be real. I get it. Sometimes you have a big night and you're just like, I'm not going to make it work. But to pull that I'm helping a friend move on Memorial Day weekend 3 minutes before we're about to play is wild.
That's wild. That is crazy.
That's a pull of an excuse.
But that's like I'm still definitely buzzed in the morning and I'm panicking type of move.
So Strofe, you were hanging out with this individual the day before. Did he mention anything of how he has to move early in the morning?
No, in fact, he mentioned that he was going to be playing pickleball.
Did he really?
No.
No. You look at me dead in my optic stems.
I'm being dead serious.
Wait a minute.
Because I was with Pratik as well on Saturday night. And
did he seem
we were all
excited
talking about pickleball? And I obviously don't play pickleball on Sunday mornings because I'm here for Sunday Karma, Sunday mornings, 10 to noon, right here on ESPN Milwaukee. And so I can never play on Sundays. And they had mentioned, we're gonna play Sunday. So yeah.
You seem excited at the time about pickleball?
It don't matter. He was excited about it when he was putting down his tummy.
Yeah, what time did y'all leave on Saturday?
Well, it was an early night. I mean, we were over at Gabe Neitzel's house, and so we left at 8 o'clock, 8:30.
How'd you get invited to Gabe?
How would he?
I think by association. But he made a great brisket. Shout out to Gabe.
Oh wow, it does sound delicious. But what? An 8 o'clock night? That's not early enough to tie one on and miss a 9:30 pickleball. There's more to this story. I don't know what it is, but there's more to this story.
There's more to what's going on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Wait, what's happening on
Strofe, have you seen Rutledge?
What did
I saw he shaved his head.
But did you see? So he shaved his head.
And they're asking what good-looking celebrity he looks like.
Yeah,
now.
the celebrities
he looks like Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars.
The celebrity options are Jason Statham, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bruce Willis, and Joe Rogan.
Is there a reason why he's
studs?
Neither.
He's all studs. Yeah. Well, now I gotta go to ESPN
Do I look like
Madison.
Chris Hemsworth? Do I look like Robert Downey Jr., Tom Cruise, or Chris Pratt?
I mean,
who is it?
He has a lot of confidence in
That's
himself.
crazy.
He believes his hands.
What happened to him?
What?
He aged himself like 10 years.
Was he trying to be like you guys?
I don't know, but it backfired.
Yeah. You got to know the hairline.
You see it?
Oh, no, but he's bald on the... Oh, no.
At Jim Matt Molly or at Jim Matt Molly on Twitter.
Wait a minute.
If you'd like to see.
Was this
what
an
we're talking
accident?
about.
That's
what I was thinking.
Something don't look right.
You know how we buzzed our heads for the Mac Fund? And I look, I'm like, man, my hair isn't growing back faster or as fast as I thought. I'm not sure his hair's grown back at all.
Yes.
I think that was like a light
Get used to this picture.
Yes.
Time out. Wait a minute. What was the poll options again? Because I heard some names on there that
Jason Statham, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bruce Willis, Joe Rogan. I mean, for real, those guys are all
that's a good troll poll.
Stars.
That is a good troll poll.
That is crazy.
What did you say? Do I look like Robert Downey Jr.?
Robert Downey Jr., Tom Cruise, or Chris Pratt? Which one? Which one?
Is he going through a midlife crisis?
Dude, since I've met him.
Poor guy. I love Jim.
No Brian Blaga. Professor Big Daddy J.A.
No, today's Tuesday.
But first, Kyle, you're going to tell us about Citizens Bank.
Oh, y'all, listen, if you are looking for a new banking home, look no further than Citizens Bank. What I love about Citizens Bank is the fact that they are a local bank, right? And summer is just around the corner, and it hits different when you're a homeowner. Suddenly, you're in your backyard thinking, hey, this could be a sweet deck, or I should finally finish the basement. I've been doing those myself. Or maybe you're just looking to have your home, but you're trying to get one, right? You don't have a home, you're trying to get one, and that's where Citizens Bank comes in. And what I love about them, right, is they're just not another bank. They are your bank because they truly listen. Whether it's a HELOC to knock out those summer projects or just having someone local to talk through your options, with Citizens Bank, they are here to help you. And what I love about Citizens Bank as well is they are a place where you belong, right? It's not just an account number. You're not just another name. They remember who you are, and they are trying to do what is best for you. So if you're dreaming a little bigger this summer, check out Citizens Bank, WI.bank, or just stop by your local bank. Visit Citizens Bank, WI.bank today. Citizens Bank is an equal housing lender.
John Anderson joined us next. I can't stop looking at this photo.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Kyle, I think you're doing a good job getting it all off your chest.
I love Matt LaFleur.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. It doesn't matter if it's your first betting slip ever or just the first one of the week. We've got your Potawatomi sportsbook picks covered. Tune in Wednesdays to The Weekly Wager with Greg Matzik, Ben Brust, and Jen Latta.
If someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything, you take it.
The Weekly Wager, Wednesday nights at 6, right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel.
Brewers and Padres action is coming at you June 6th through the 8th. Catch an electric weekend of baseball as two of the game's youngest superstars square off. The first Friday game of June means Wisconsinites can grab half-off tickets to the Brewers series opener on the 6th, then score one of the top giveaways of the season, a Jackson Churio replica jersey presented by Chevrolet for the first 25,000 ticketed fans through the gates June 7th. Get seats at Brewers.com.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards, they're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel, it's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
The only thing that tops our selection passion is your savings. Discount Liquor.
Ever notice how wine enthusiasts often speak a completely different language? And while that language may technically be English, to most people it's anything but. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where we stock over 8,000 varieties of wine and speak many dialects of wine English to help everyone, from the wine novice to the master sommelier. So if you need an expert recommendation for wine, or maybe you know what you want and simply need help locating it, our experienced staff has got your back. No matter the budget, occasion, or your level of wine expertise, Discount Liquor will make you feel at home. Discount Liquor, unmatched selection, everyday low prices, a helpful staff, and 2 convenient locations. In Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
At the Knickerbocker Hotel, we believe your stay should be as convenient and luxurious as possible. Whether you're planning a small meeting or a special event, our versatile space is perfect for any occasion. Start your day with a delicious meal at the Nick Restaurant and Bar, or unwind at the Nick Salon and Spa. Wanting to stay active? Their 24-hour fitness center is always available. If you need something custom made or alterations made, there's a tailor on site. The Knickerbocker, where every detail is designed with your comfort in mind. For more information and to book your next stay, visit knickerbockeronthelake.com.
Who's looking for a better deal? Well, Cousin Sub's $10 meal deals just got better. Available online only. Order your 7.5-inch meal deal today and upgrade it with a large fountain beverage, large fry, regular shake, or regular Wisconsin cheese curds. Prices vary by item from $1 to $2 a piece. Make it better and make it your own way. Now that's a better deal. For further details or to order, go to cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. Available online at participating locations only. Offer subject to change without notice.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Potawatomi Casino Hotel is known for its endless ways to win, and Friday, June 27th, Potawatomi is showing why that's the standard with the highly anticipated season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty roll into drawings worth $300,000 in cash and prizes is up for grabs. Be there to win your share. That is on June 27th, only at Potawatomi. There's more info online. You must be 21 years or older to play. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, and joining us before the Homer Hour, because it is Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day, is Professor Big Daddy, J.A. John Anderson. John, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, man?
Well, Kyle's coming off of a red eye from Vegas.
Yeah, it was.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
it was. Vegas got the best of my pockets. John.
Yeah, but John, have you ever gone to a place known for one thing and thought, it's also going to be great for another thing? It's hard to be great at two things, isn't it?
I don't know if it's hard to be two a good thing, but I mean, I don't know of anybody who went to Vegas that is, maybe, well, once in a while they come back with the other thing, but more often not, the house wins.
Oh, the house I went to
wins.
The house I went to had a madam, and so we'll just leave it at that.
Well, Kyle decided to go to Treasures, which he said was known as a steakhouse.
Yeah, you built this.
Sure.
You built this up to be some glamorous steakhouse, but it really was just a side gig for a.
And he walked in,
John,
what'd you ask?
John, imagine you being told that you're going to a gentleman's club that also is known for food. It's a 2-for-1. That's what I thought. But little did I know it was 0 for 2. I walked in asking about going to the restaurant. And they looked at me like they were confused. Somebody wants to eat here? Okay. So when we walked in, it was empty, and I was like, "Oh, this is a bad sign. It's 8:30, 9 o'clock, and empty."
He got $45 chicken marsala from the Gentleman's Club.
$45 chicken marsala.
Who's our boy from the NBA that went in Atlanta? Just went for the wings.
Yeah.
Lemon Pepper Lou.
Yeah, Lou Williams.
Lemon Pepper Lou.
Yeah, that was in the back of my mind. I need to go down there to get them lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, he just went for the wings. That's all. He just went for the steak. Sure, that choice is cuts, but I don't know exactly what that means. But that's
Let me just tell you, my experience
yeah.
eating ruined the experience for the dancers because they wasn't gonna get a dime out of me before, but now after eating that
chicken
food,
marsala, bro.
yeah.
How was it? It's good. You know,
I've had better. I've had better.
Okay.
I was
Sure.
disappointed.
How was the service? The good server? What was that?
I will say,
wait staff.
Madam Cece, who was serving me, she was the old woman running the house. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So a woman came up to the table to the bachelor, and she was up there talking to us, trying to convince us to spend some money. And the madam came over. She said, "Get out of here, scram, hip checked her, scram." So you gotta watch that one there. I swear, y'all, I'm not lying. She said, "Scram." She said, "You gotta watch that one there."
This sounds awesome, though.
Yeah, you gotta watch that one there. She just scurried away, hopped away with her heels on. I was like, "This is crazy."
And again, that was Madam Cece.
Madam Cece at Treasure.
Was Madam Cece unprepared?
That's probably
to be a
how.
server?
Madam, well, I don't think she was prepared to work that night, but she had a great story. She's from New Jersey. Great woman. She was great. And we thought as soon as she did that, we said, "Oh, yeah, she in charge of this place." Ain't no way. I've never seen another human being hip check somebody and tell a woman who got on, a swimsuit to scram. And then she just trotted away. I'm telling you, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure when she goes to vote too. Your name, Madam Cece. Oh, let me just check. Oh yeah, there you are, registered under Madam Cece.
Madam, I'm
sure.
And
here's the young lady that's bussing the table. Her name is Bubbles. Like, come on, dude.
No, it was interesting. It was very interesting.
Oh my God!
I learned my lesson.
I can't believe you left out the part that Madam Cece nailed the person.
Madam Cece, because she was in the way. Because I was sitting next to the bachelor, and she's trying to collect the check and pay all the money. And Madam Cece, and the woman was talking about $50 from everybody, and Madam Cece didn't have time for that. It was hilarious.
Oh God!
Enforcer.
Yeah, she was the enforcer.
This reminds me of a text I literally got today from my college best friend. He said, doesn't look like the Backside Girls is a singing group. I feel the same way about where you showed up.
John, you my type of guy. You are my type of guy.
Yeah. I'm just
We
saying.
got a question for John in the last 2 minutes
my
of the show.
goodness.
Stroh, you're a journalist. You got anything good for him?
Since when am I a journalist? I don't know. I'm enjoying listening to John and Kyle compare notes at Gentlemen's Club restaurants.
According to Homer, you don't have to be. As long as you like Wikipedia and get it right 99% of the time, we're good.
Good take, Homer.
I will say
Homer's face the last 5 minutes is the most shocked I've ever seen him.
Disbelief.
Well, that is, it's just. And what was the place called again?
It was called Treasure.
Yeah.
There was
Treasures in Las Vegas.
John,
Great steakhouse.
John, I Googled it at work because my buddy called me saying, "Hey, this is the place we're going." I'm thinking legitimately it's a restaurant. And I go to it. I got a big screen at work.
You got the backside
and I had to.
You pulled it up for us here before you left. It's like, here, this is where it is.
It is. I mean,
it's known for its food.
I have a little bit more privacy.
It's known for its food.
He tried selling us, John.
I thought it was. I was told that. I was told it had great reviews. And my friend who the bachelor was, well, I guess it wasn't as good as we thought it would be.
So did you ask to see if they? Did you ask to see if they had a Michelin star?
No, we didn't. We did not.
Okay.
And yes, we were. When I say we were the only people in there, I'm telling you, there was nobody else in there.
And what? Yeah, because you had an early reservation, right? Would you say
8:30?
Yeah.
In
Vegas? For that joint?
Yeah.
For that, I would think so.
They probably didn't even start the kitchen yet. The lights weren't even on.
How long it took them to get the food? Now, I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was crazy, but a great time.
Yeah, sounds great time. So it's like a normal crazy weekend in Vegas.
But that's an experience. That's an experience. I actually wouldn't be that mad about that. If I had Madam Cece hip checking one of the workers.
Right.
Imagine a New Jersey person.
At no point did he goes, let's just go to the Golden Corral, damn it. Like
he had it times 10.
Yeah, it's a good miss.
Yeah,
it's a good miss.
It was a great miss, great memories, and unfortunately we got up out of there before